Previously on Nameless. We were woken up to the sound of loads of heavy banging and suddenly confronted by this massive group of armed guards who really wanted to take Duramir for some big bad crimes committed before he joined Nameless. I'm still not really sure what that was about, really. We tried to talk them all down and Endo got super protective, but then this woman called Isla arrived. She says she was sent by Taliskar to assist in Duramir's capture and then replace him for the mission. So the big guards all left with Duramir and we began to depart. Gideon Misty stepped past this tavern that she destroyed to avoid a run-in with a drow and made herself look like someone called Grumpy. Endo was confused, and frankly, so was I. The drow woman still accused us of destroying her venue, so I'm not sure how helpful it was, honestly. While journeying to Fulton, we got to know Isla and Gideon, who admitted to destroying the tavern, but only because that drow was a racist. And then when we got to Fulton, we saw that it had been attacked. There were these black scorch marks across the town as well. Bit weird. The edges of the town were deserted, but as we got further into town, there were more people. Some of them were trying to rescue individuals from the ruined building, but this attack probably just happened. And then in the middle of town, we found a big man who was trying to sort out the rescue, and he asked us for help to destroy this boy who was trapped in a building. Obviously, I bravely took charge, telling Endo and Blaze how to lift the building like the big boys they are, so I could dive in and free him. He was reunited with his mother and twin brother, so job well done. Again. The twin gives me this shiny material that they said came from the creature that attacked town. Obviously, I licked it to work out what it was, and it was delicious and sherbety. And then that big boss man, Berland, we found out that his father found the town. He said that the attack happened at night, and it was super quick, and it left loads of scorch marks everywhere. And he also said that it gave off this blinding bright light before it flew off into the mountains. I'm not really sure what that's about either. Isla showed us a similar type of material as that sherbety stuff that I'd licked earlier, but hers was all hard and solid like a scale. Gideon worked out that they were probably celestial. So sure, Gideon, whatever. We discussed our options and whether the creature was actually fighting the wizard who hired them. In the end, we went up the mountain trail towards where the creature was seen heading. We saw a massive cyclops on the way, and Endo took quite the beating, dropping to the ground after he struggled to grapple it. I sorted him out, obviously, and when he got back up, Endo was able to turn things around and finish the cyclops off. We carried him up the path just in time to see that big beast thing brutally finish off the rival Daggerford team. You know, the one with the snowballs. Trying to creep towards the team, we managed to get some ground, but Blaze, the new guy, he was a bit too clumsy and made too much noise, so the beast realised that we were there. Gideon tried to magically speak with it, but it lashed out, attacking the land where it thought we were. Gideon kept trying, but didn't really do very well, because after a little while, it teleported and started attacking her. Seeing his teammate under attack, Blaze kind of misty-stepped onto its back, but slipped off and ended up caught in the middle of its body before being knocked out by its tail. This big, massive battle ended up happening, with each of us, doing our thing, doing our attacks, casting our spells, except Blaze, who just kind of kept getting knocked out every time I brought him back up. Gideon finished it off, but on doing so, the creature glowed super, super bright and just kept getting brighter and brighter until none of us could see it all. I'm not really sure what that was about either, but as the light cleared, it looked as though we'd been maybe transported somewhere else. The landscape looked pretty much the same, but the stars in the sky were all different, and looking down the mountain to Fulton, it looked like a much bigger and brighter town. Proper weird. The ground was also more lush, and everything was greener, and the forest was full of these weird plants and flowers. We decided to rest here in the end, before going further into the strange land. And that's what you missed on Nameless.
Amazing.
Fantastic!
Woo!
Amazing.
Very good. Very good. So, Dex, when you do it in character, can Endo read?
Well, that's the point. That's what I was going to do.
It's going to be very short words.
No. What I was going to do is I was going to take Hugh's script, whatever he writes, or if he would like to write one in what he perceives Endo's abilities are.
No, that's you.
With some backwards letters, of course, Almost like it's a note in his own journal. And I was going to just read it out, basically just his thoughts at the end of the day, or like at the start of the next day, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I did. I edited
Yeah.
Hugh's delightful text and just made it. I just tidified it.
You just tidified it. I like it. Okay, yeah. So we will pick up as kind of dawn rises. I believe that Isla was on first watch, Endo was second, and Tide was third watch for the long rest. So Tide, you would be awake as the sun starts to kind of rise in this kind of... It looks kind of similar to where you were before, but it's definitely a little bit odd. But I feel like Tide is a little bit odd anyway, so it's probably just rolling with this. Like, yeah, cool.
Well, this is new.
Yeah, and as you are all waking up, I am going to borrow Endo into the secret chat, so bear with.
Why?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Endo, as you sleep, you dream that you are soaring through an immense black void. Tiny lights are burning in the distance. The darkness spins and whirls around you, and you shoot through the black towards one of the faraway lights. Its brightness fills your vision, and suddenly you are cresting across a range of jagged iron mountains, their tips burning with bright orange flame. You swoop down between the peaks, and the world unfolds around you, dissolving away until you are once again floating in that great star-speckled darkness. You awake to a sharp pain searing through your chest. And I'm going to pop you back into the normal channel now.
Oh,
I am back.
we're back.
Tide, can you... Oh, no, one second. Tide, can you roll perception for me?
Oh, no. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I just... What I was going to ask, as I was keeping watch before I roll perception,
Yeah.
can I just pull a tarot card?
Of course you can, yeah.
Right, I'll just do that first. D8. That's 8, 5. Ooh, the tower. That doesn't sound ominous at all. Right, let me roll perception. 17.
Okay, so Tide, as you're kind of keeping a very watchful eye on the surroundings and your sleeping teammates, being that you are in this very strange land, you don't know what to expect, so you are kind of on edge a little bit. You notice that Endo is kind of tossing and turning more so than you've ever kind of noticed before when he is resting. Normally he's just out like a light and snoring away, but this time he seems unsettled. And as he starts to kind of just awaken from his sleep, you notice that in the middle of his bare chest, you can see, like kind of near the top of his sternum, there is this kind of egg-shaped light of green that is glowing inside his chest as Endo wakes up.
Oh my god. What does he look like as he's waking up? Does he look...
I'll
What
tell
do
you
look
what he looks like.
Yeah.
He wakes up and he's like, oh, what is this pain? Oh no! Somebody help me! My chest is hurting.
No, it's okay. We got it. Can I just prod it and try and check it out? But gently prod it. Can I gently prod it and check it out? Maybe give it a little lick.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're just prodding Endo, then yeah, you prod him.
He falls over onto his side because he was obviously sat up, but he falls over onto his side. Someone you've seen take so much damage in his entire life, of knowing him, and you just touch him a tiny little bit like that, and he keels over, and he's almost crying, and he's in pain and sweating, and it's really hurting.
I think I very quickly raise my voice a bit, and I'm like, guys, check this out.
Yeah. The rest of you would have heard Endo screaming and things. So Isla is immediately awake, kind of sits bolt upright, and she's like, what's happening? What's going on?
There's a green thing in me. Oh God, what's this? Oh the gods. Oh.
What is? I want to check it out.
Okay.
I don't really know how how I would. What do I have? What do I actually have proficiency in? What would I go for? Absolutely nothing. Can I just? It looks magical, right?
Does it look magical?
Do I think it looks? Does it look? Is it like gleaming?
Roll Arcana for me.
Okay. I have a solid +0 to this. It's a 3.
I mean, maybe you don't know about that much about sumos, right? You're a tabaxi. You don't know. Maybe they often glow in
It's
the
green.
middle of their sternum.
Guys.
Cue Gideon.
Yeah. Would I be able to tell if it looked like some kind of magical effect?
Roll Arcana for me.
While she's rolling, is the light sort of so it's in his chest emanating out, or is it like something actually on his chest?
No, it's like something is inside him glowing out.
What? What?
Yeah, so Gideon, as you kind of like you wake up in a bit of a like, whoa, what the heck is going on here? Kind of see Endo rolling around on the floor, Tide kind of trying his best to like get a look at this thing. As soon as you look at this, right, you know that generally Endo does not have a glowing green egg-shaped thing in the middle of his sternum. So that immediately you're like, oh, that's a little bit strange. And then as you look closer, you can tell it does seem to have some sort of magical aura, but there's almost a magical aura around Endo now. Like the whole of him, not just this light. And I'm going to borrow Endo again.
Wow.
Okay, Endo, so you are you still rolling around?
Yeah, he's on his side, just like rolling around like he's got a bad stomach ache or something. And
Okay, so as Endo is kind of rolling around on the floor, you would hear in your voice, "Be calm. I do not wish to hurt you."
who is that?
I am the creature you killed. But
What?
there is no time.
creature?
Prepare yourself. You are to be attacked. I'm going to
Ah!
pop you back in the main chat.
Oh.
Okay, all of a sudden, Endo just like lets out a bit of a yelp, and he's like, "Oh my God, there's voices! We're going to be attacked! Something said that we're going to be attacked! Everybody, get ready!" Oh!
What would everybody like to do?
Oh God.
I would grab my weapon
Yeah.
and sort of be looking around.
Okay. Would you like to
Does
ready
Endo
an
look
action?
better? Oh, sorry.
Yes. I will also, as well as grabbing my main weapon,
Yep.
I'll have like a dagger ready just to throw.
Okay. Yep. So you're gonna throw a dagger if anything appears.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll not instantly. I'm going to assess it.
Yeah. If anything hostile, like
Yeah, I'm not just going to throw at the first thing.
yeah. Some friend walks up going, "Oh, hello," and you're like, "Die, commoner."
Is Endo in so much pain that he can't get up or anything like that?
The pain now. So the light is still there, but the pain has kind of started to ease off a little bit, to the part where Endo can now kind of catch his breath and would be able to stand up and ready himself if he wanted to.
Yeah, a bit sweaty. He just like makes it to his feet and he's like huffing and puffing a little bit, and he would ready an action to, well, attack anything that comes anywhere near the team.
Yep.
With hostile intent.
Yep. So you're ready. I assume you're just readying your normal unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Gideon.
Yeah, just a normal attack.
I would like to go here, try and hide behind this rock, and I will Eldritch blast anything that looks hostile that appears.
Okay. Okay. And Tide.
I think, to be honest, the last thing I will do, I'll look again at Endo. Does he look like objectively hurt?
In terms of, he doesn't look wounded. He looks like he was in pain, but not that it's hurt him necessarily. As in taken health points or anything. He looks okay.
Okay, great. I'm going to cast Silent Image over all of us. I'm going to move here and cast Silent Image over all of us to just try and make us look like part of the scenery.
Okay.
Like a 15-foot cube. So I'm just going to start to weave like spirits around me that take the form of just the lush greens and the sharp, like rocky edges, and just try and make it look almost like the whole structure of this ridge kind of comes around here as best I can in 15 feet, which isn't all that, but just to try and disguise us and hide us.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. So as you're all kind of, as Endo's like, we're going to be attacked, and you're all kind of readying yourselves. What's everybody's passive perception, actually? In fact, I probably have this somewhere.
Endo's is a very panicked 18.
13.
18, 13. Tide is 14, isn't it?
11.
11. Okay, Blaze sees nothing. Okay. So, Endo, you're very panicked. You're kind of like looking around, trying to see where this attack is going to come from. And you would be kind of, if you look up here, you would spot as several creatures start just almost like pinging into existence. Like they don't come from anywhere. They literally just pop and they're there, pop and they're there, pop and they're there. As there's kind of it, like you see one and then another and then another and then another, and they're just kind of appearing all around the team. They're kind of looking like as soon as they appear on the ground, they're immediately sniffing the air, kind of looking around to see if they can see anybody. If anybody wants to do their held action, they can. Before we go into initiative.
Would we be able to see them from where we are? Because aren't we sort of lower down than them? So would we be able to see them?
It depends if you're kind of actively looking. Obviously, if you kind of stood up looking in all directions, then yes, you would be able to see them. But Endo hasn't pointed them out to you yet. So obviously, Blaze, you don't see anything. With your 11.
Oh, Endo, Jesus, Endo would be pointing them out by all the gods. Oh, Endo would be pointing them out. He'd just turn to everyone and quietly say, "Look, there's loads of things, there's loads of creatures appearing over there, and he would like ping as many that are in his view, so...
Are you saying that out loud, Endo? Like loudly?
Quietly, yeah. Very quietly.
Roll stealth for me.
Very hushed.
Is this a clack whisper? Roll stealth.
I hope to God it's not.
They're all over there!
I can see them right there! Okay. Oh, so close. Endo, as you're like,
that's
they're
a
there.
high number.
They're there. Like, you think you're whispering. You are whispering. You're quite quiet. But this one right here was kind of looking up the hill towards where the battle started with all the other guild. And as you start whispering, it just turns its head very slowly and looks directly at where the kind of where tides kind of covered you slightly, but it is looking in that direction now.
Would it be extra confused given the fact that the terrain just looks like terrain and don't look like people?
It isn't moving. It isn't moving towards you. It hasn't started running or anything. Right. It is now. It was almost as if it heard you, and is looking in that direction now. And as that one kind of fixes its gaze, all of the others turn as well to look, and they're all looking in that area now.
What do we do? Attack! Attack!
Can we see them?
Yes, you can see them. Yeah.
Yeah. So even though we've jumped through to a different plane, is the landscape the same? So is this like sort of cliffs we'd have to climb up, or is it more like hill and slopey?
It's not quite as jagged, mountainous as it was before. It is kind of more of a gentle hill. So you would be able to just walk up. You don't have to climb up it. It's not like you won't have to scale it.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, Blaze is gonna take off, just running, and come out to the side shouting, just almost sort of like cause a distraction and get everyone to look at him.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's gonna run out like to here.
Yep.
And hurl his dagger at this one.
Okay, yep.
Slow rolling tonight. 17.
That is a hit, yep. Okie dokie.
Just for 4.
Oh, hang on. Oh, okay.
I'm going to turn off that sneak.
Okie dokie. Gideon, are you wanting to do your Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Or, yep.
Yeah, so the second that Blaze runs out, I'm going to send both my Eldritch Blasts. I'm just gonna do them at the 2 that are in front of him, so I'll do the one that he's just hit first.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a
no.
miss, yep. Next one.
And then
I assume the one above this one then. Yeah.
yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay, so that's you. Tide. Oh, you weren't doing anything. You didn't have a ready action, did you? You were just doing your.
I was doing my casty, hopefully disguisey. It didn't work.
Endo, your ready action wouldn't trigger because you're not within 5 feet of them, unless you're.
Yeah, they're not. They're not. Well, I was thinking about it, but I don't know what they are. And Endo's very, very panicked at the moment. So if it was normal circumstances, then yeah, he'd probably just run straight at them and try and get all their attention so he could attack them. But at the moment, he's glowing green from his tummy, and he's very, very confused.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. Isla's going to kind of pop up out over the top and is going to fire her longbow at this guy. She didn't get her sneak. Okay, and then we were going to be in initiative, so let me just make sure that we are cleared. Okay, so if you want to roll initiative, everyone.
Nope.
Just no.
Yeah, no. we didn't sign on for this.
Send me back to the other world.
Yeah, Endo wants to go home now.
And we need to add.
Oh god, Endo really wants to go home now. Oh, wait. I have inspiration, apparently. Ooh, yes.
Are you re-rolling?
Yeah, damn yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I'll take the first one. I'll take the first one.
No, you re-rolled. You re-rolled. Okie dokie.
Endo is very panicked and confused at the moment. That's what's attributed to that.
So as kind of Blaze ran out and kind of was like yelling and flicked his dagger, they kind of, all of them, aside from kind of the ones right over on this side, these two here probably don't really pay much attention, kind of turn to look at Blaze and kind of like start snarling, and then, much to your surprise, Blaze, they kind of like snarl a little bit at you, and then their eyes all turn straight back and they look straight back towards Endo. Isla, kind of the same thing happens on her side. She kind of jumps out, fires her longbow at one of them, and they kind of shrug it off, and then they're almost looking straight past her and looking at Endo. Isla is going to attack again because there's not a whole lot she can do here. And that's her. And then it's them. What is their movement? Oh, wow, okay.
Always a good sign when the DM goes, oh, wow.
I feel like Endo's not having any good signs right now at all.
Yeah, sounds like an Endo problem.
Yeah, I thought that you were going to say something like that. So Blaze is just going to stand there and be like, "Ooh, that looks a bit." Yeah, I'll just stand here.
Can they see through my silent image?
Boop. Yep, they can.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh Christ! I mean, I'm glowing green, for God's sake. Everybody, just run away and save yourselves. Oh God. Endo will hold them off while you get to the village. Go.
And then these ones going to kind of close in. Oh, hang on. Can they get to... That one's going to go to there. And these going to close in on Blaze. And then they get to attack. So, Endo, you are going to take potentially 4 bites here. So let's see. 14. Is that a miss?
That's a miss. But hold on a second, because I think I've got something that says that if I haven't taken a go, is that my character? Is that this character? Oh god, I can't remember. Like if I haven't done something yet in the turn order, I can't remember what it's called. Oh my god. Please be this character. I'm sure I do. It being features and traits. Additionally, attacks made against me before I have even taken a turn in combat all have disadvantage.
Where are you looking for that? Sorry.
That is at the very bottom of Crushing Grapple. It's underneath Crushing Grapple.
Okay. So disadvantage there would be a 10, so that misses anyway. But it missed anyway.
It's
a
a 16.
14, so
It's a 16 to beat. So
nat 1, 11, 10.
nope.
Okay, so you're fine. So these creatures have kind of swarmed around you. Kind of snap, 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 and you just managed to. You're kind of like dodging out the way, like Neo dodging bullets. Then you are going to get Tide. You're going to get a snap at you as well because you're kind of blocking the way to get to Endo.
Oh no!
That is a 26 to hit.
Oh, you know, just slightly more than my own class, yeah.
just slightly, just a little bit.
I need Sentinel.
Move this. So that is. Oh, that's interesting. So that is 10 piercing damage.
Right.
And yeah, that is okay. Yep, that's fine. And then Gideon, one's going to lash out at you. 27. That's a nat 20.
It's just a smidge over the AC.
It's just a smidge, just a little.
Can I take a reaction if I've not yet had my turn?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I just shout, Gideon, duck! And cast Silvery Barbs?
Bless you.
Yes. So Silvery Barbs makes me reroll, does it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go again then. And I have to take the lower roll, yes, because it's imposing disadvantage. So that is a 10.
Misses.
Okie dokie. Blaze, you are going to have 3 bites attacks on you. So that's a 20.
Yeah.
Not nat 20, thankfully, just standard. For 5 piercing damage. Hang on, I just need to turn that on because that's irritating me. 23
Yep.
for 8 piercing. And finally, another 23 for 10 piercing. As they kind of like stab at you and are really, these teeth are kind of really like slashing into your skin and ripping pieces of you away. Gideon.
I'm just trying to Google to clarify something about a spell. Hold on 1 second. I'm pretty sure if something says all creatures, that includes friendly creatures, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
Unless you can obviously like select people that it doesn't affect, like
Yeah, unless it's evocation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If you have careful spell, meta magic.
Yeah.
No, I don't do. Gideon doesn't
She doesn't do
things
careful.
She's a lunatic.
Oh. Yeah, I can't do that because it's going to hurt Tide and Endo. Okay, right, sorry. Oh yes, thank you. Advantage. I forgot about that. Okay. I am going. Oh God, what am I going to do? I am going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Let's see, where can I go? I'm gonna clap my hands together. Go.
Yep.
Nope. And there's like a black ripple in the air, and Gideon disappears, and I'm gonna reappear. Oh. Oh, maybe I'll go over here somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Okay. Yep.
So Misty Step, bonus action, and then let me just mark off the spell, and then I will. I'm gonna spend the sorcery point for twinned spell, and I'm going to do 2 firebolts. I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna. Sorry, Blaze. You can probably take a few hits. I'm gonna do the one here by Tide with the first one.
Yep. So you have advantage.
Man.
You've got advantage.
Oh yes, good. I mean, that wasn't much better.
Oh, that's a miss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then the second one, I'm going to do this other one that's by Tide here.
Yep.
That's better.
That's a lot better. Yeah, you kind of, as this one connects, it does massive amounts of damage. This creature kind of lets off this horrific screech, and all of the other ones, although they're not injured as well, it's almost like they're in kind of just out of sympathy, they start kind of letting out this screech as well.
Okay, and then I've not used any movement because I Misty Step, so I'm also then going to move behind this rock and try and get a bit of cover. That's
Okay.
me.
Yep. All right. Blaze.
A 15-foot cone. How would that spray out from me?
Oh God. Hang on. I may have something for this. What is it in? Is it premium assets? Spell templates? Yes. So a 15, obviously it won't be necessarily acid, but it would kind of spread out like that from you.
Ooh, I love this cone.
So like from the center. So you would be able to get those 3 because it would be from like the center of you. But I can't
So I'd
make
be
it
able to
because
get all
it's
3.
yeah, because it's clipping to the grid. I
Cool.
can't make it do it. But yeah.
Oh, you can't turn it.
Yeah.
No, I just wasn't sure if I'd be able to get all 3 or not, if I'd have to move.
No,
Then
you can get off
moving
it.
would create an opportunity attack. Alrighty. I...
Oh, handy. Thanks.
Got it?
I was saying handy to Ross.
Yep. So Blaze thrusts his hands out in front, thumbs together, mutters under his breath, and then does Burning Hands,
Okay, okay.
which requires a dex save from each of them
Okay, okay.
of 13. And it's 3d6.
Okay, so 2 of them saved, 1 of them did not.
Alright, so it's 3d6 and then half as much on save.
Okay, okay.
Rolling slow tonight.
Okay, so,
So 11 and
11
5,
on-
5.
Yep, sorry. And then 5 and 5. Okay, okay. Yeah, so you kind of burn some of their flesh off. The 2 that are like, so this one and the one below it don't seem as affected by it as this one. But they are all still standing.
Okay. And then bonus action, I'll scream in their face, rage,
Yep.
and go form of the tail.
Okie dokie. All right. And is that everything?
That is now everything.
Tide.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna turn to Endo, and I'm just gonna say, "You got this, buddy. You are the tower." And I'm gonna tuck the little card into his Mawashi, and give him the tower effect. And then I'm gonna try and escape a little bit because I can't take many hits. Can I? Because I can climb. If I just climb up to here, I don't get any opportunity attacks, right?
Yeah,
Can I
that's
climb between them or no?
Yeah, you can probably get between them. You're only kind of small-ish, aren't you?
Right, I'm going to very lithely climb between them, and I'm not going to risk any up attacks, but I'm going to healing word myself with a bonus action and just try and recover some healthy health. Excellent. Right, that's 5.
Okay. What did the tower do to Endo?
Oh, I guess we'll see.
Oh, interesting.
Oh god! Oh god!
Okay,
My brain is just.
Well, we're on to Endo now.
Yeah. He's just gonna go into a sumo stance and initiate implacable stance. So the remainder, basically, I can reduce damage taken by 1d8. I'm also considerable size larger for purposes of grappling, and I have advantage on any strength check.
Yeah, so that, just to clarify, you probably know this, but you have to spend an additional key point to reduce your damage.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Each time, yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying it out loud for everybody else's purposes.
Okay.
Because I know that they don't know, like, the class. So, and yeah, he's just going to attack this one that's closest to Tide.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, he's going to attack that one. And he is going to haul as much ass onto this thing as he can.
That is a hit. Okay.
And then he's gonna flurry of blows that thing. He's just gonna keep smacking the living shit. He's gonna keep smacking the living hell out of that thing.
You get 2 attacks per action anyway, so you would have had another unarmed strike.
Oh, right. Well, he's doing that as well. He's using everything. He's doing it all. So I'll do the other armed strike as well. Anything to make sure he gets his friend away.
So the second unarmed strike missed, but the flurry of blows hit. So
right.
Roll damage for your flurry of blows. Or your first flurry of blows.
Yeah, that's 1.
Yep.
And that's 2.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, those were damages.
Oh, sorry. Right, well, you need to roll again.
It's my fault. It was my fault. Yeah, sorry. It was my fault. I'm used to rolling them simultaneously, and I didn't.
Okay, what's your max damage with your flurry of blows? It's 1d6.
It's 1d6 plus 6.
So 12. So that's not 12, but yeah. Okay. And do you want me to take the 12 damage that you rolled?
Just take that one. Yeah, just take that one.
Yeah, this one's looking ropey, but still standing. And it's weird because you swear that it should have done more damage.
And if I'm not mistaken, where's my grapple? Where's my grapple?
So because you've done your action and your bonus action.
Yeah. So
to grapple is an action.
Oh right, no, it's just that it says once per turn when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike. So...
Oh, is that your implacable stance?
No, it's a crushing grapple. So at 6th level, once per turn when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, so as long as I've hit them, you can immediately attempt to grapple it, but I still need a strength check. So I'm going to try and grab the one nearest to Tide so that it can't attack him.
The one that you've just pummeled?
The one that I've just battered to ever
Yep.
live in hell.
Okay. Cool.
It's not gone down, but
So
I'm not
strength
having him.
check.
Yeah, I'm not having him getting attacked.
It
Aw.
escapes. It's just too nimble. It's kind of like able to just dodge out of the way.
Slips out of my
Yeah.
hands.
Is that everything?
With his 6 seconds of communication, obviously with a very, very worried voice, but more concerned for his friends, he's just going to be like, Endo will hold them! Everybody run!
Okay. Isla is going to put away a longbow and make 2 attacks with her short sword. Nice. On this one here. So that is that and that. Yeah, even Isla's attacks seem to be doing not that much against these creatures. And she kind of is like looking down at her swords like, what? And now it's their turn. This one is going to move to here. This one is going to move to here. Endo, you are going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bite attacks potentially here.
Yep.
As they all are focused, aside from the 3 that are trying to take out Blaze, all of them are focused on you. They do not care about Isla or Tide.
Oh, good.
So that is a 14. I assume that's a miss.
Nope.
24.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, that's 8 piercing.
Okay, I think I'll take the 8 piercing.
Okay.
Because I can choose whether or not I use my reduction.
Yep.
As he hits, the card in Endo's Mawashi glows, and the person that hit him takes 3 force damage.
3 force damage. Okay.
Oh, I love this card.
Okay. Next one, 24 to hit for 8 piercing.
Yeah. I'll roll a 1d8 and see if I can reduce that. So I reduce it by 6, so it'll be 2.
Yep.
And the guy that hit him takes 1 force damage.
Okay, yep. And the next one. How many have I done there? 3, yes. Done 3. 1, 2, 3, yes. So 4. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
10 piercing.
Oof.
Next one. 19 to hit. Oh, 3 damage.
Yeah.
on them. Yeah. Okay. 5 piercing.
Can you slow down a minute?
Sorry.
So that was 10, and then 2, and then 5. That's right. Yep.
And then last one. That's a nat 20. So that is...
Oh, Endo Doc! The guy still revolves again.
Yes. So that makes me re-roll again, doesn't it? So that is a 9. So that is a miss now.
Yeah, that's a miss, yeah.
Okay. And then the 3 on Blaze are going to attempt to bite him. Nat 20. So 27. So that is 9 straight up, and then it rolled another 8.
Is that halved because you're raging?
Yep, because it's just
Yeah, he
piercing.
raged, yeah.
Yeah, I did turn rage on.
Grrrg.
Sorry, how much was it?
So it was 9 and then 8, so what, 17, but halved.
17. So 9.
Yep. So the next is a 23 to hit with 7 damage, but halved.
Well, I will use my reaction for that one.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Let me do some quick math.
Quick
No, don't worry. I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
The
So
chances
that's
are not in my favour.
7 is
So
the
7
total
then.
damage, but obviously you're having it.
3.
And then last one was 26 to hit
Yeah.
for just 5 piercing damage on that one.
2.
Okay, and that's them done. Gideon.
Ooh.
Okay, I am going to run to here.
Yep.
And if anybody is watching Gideon, they will see that black electrical lightning energy is going to start crackling all up my arms, and I'm going to hold it. I'm going to like try and hold it, and I'm going to yell, "Tide, I really need you to get out of the way, or this is going to hurt you." And then I want to hold lightning bolts
Yep.
until after Tide's turn.
Okay.
And to be clear, what I mean by that is I've asked Tide to move, but if they don't, I'm still going to cast
Yep.
it.
So as soon as Tide goes, yep, and my turn is finished, then the spell is cast. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. And on to Blaze.
I will, with my glaive, the guy next to me.
Yep.
I'm just going to try to wail into him. Quick one, like swipe at his legs and swing it back up the other way and try to catch him under the chin. So double glaive. Just rolling slow.
Oh, nice. What's your max damage
Yeah,
with your
nice.
glaive?
My glaive is 1d10 plus 2.
So 12. So that, and then you rolled a 7. So that plus your rage. That'll be that. Yep, it's looking pretty crappy right now.
And then I'll try to bring it back down on its head again. 17.
That's a hit. Yep, and it's going to be that, exactly what you needed. Yep. So you kind of bring it down on its head, kind of, and it just kind of slumps to the floor, and the others kind of let out a screech. The two near you let out a screech.
And then I just scream back at them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Roll intimidation for me with advantage
Sure.
because you're raging, so you are quite scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They kind of they look initially a little bit like like as if they weren't expecting you to do that, but then they're not moving. They're cool. Is that everything? Yep.
Yeah.
Tide.
Great. I can see Blaze. Blaze, do you look hurt?
I mean, I've had better days.
Great. Standard. The other two. Do these two look pretty focused on Endo, Lynn?
Oh yeah. All the ones around you are focused completely on Endo.
I'm going to just risk it, and I'm going to try and not dash, but just sneak out of the way. If they want to hit me, they can.
Second.
And I'm going to cast a second level Cure Wounds on my man Blaze.
I assume a 12 and an 11 do not hit you.
No, they don't hit me.
Okay. Yeah. So they kind of like slash like back behind them as you run away, but both of them, because they're so focused on Endo, they both completely miss you.
And then I'm going to give it. Oh dear. I'm sorry. Actually, 15 hit points for you.
Thank you.
As I try and avoid all of the fire, as I give you a nice lick on your face.
That's a lovely lick on the face.
And with my bonus action, I'm just going to draw another card, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Oh, the tower again.
Wow. Okay. Gideon, do you want to fire off your spell now that Tide is done?
Yeah, so in a 100-foot line from me, that black crackling energy that I've been holding, I just push my hands forward and lightning bolts flow forward in a line, so it get all 5 of them that are in that line need to make a dex save. The DC is 15.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 2 at the end here,
Yep.
they both save, but all of the rest fail.
Okay, so they take half damage and all the rest take the 33.
Boom.
So it'd be 16 for them.
Boom. Boom. That one takes 16. That one even taking 16. Boom. As you just kind of, this lightning damage just kind of cuts through them as if it's a knife, and they just fall one after the other with just one left kind of standing but still looking pretty frazzled.
Yeah. This tree is also on fire.
Okay.
That's in the line. Because it's...
I love the addition of that there, this poor bleeding tree.
It's a demon tree.
There we go. The tree is on fire.
Yay, nice.
Okie dokie. So, Endo, round to you.
Yeah, he's just going to attack this one. Straight off the bat.
Next to him, yep.
Yeah. He's not even looking at where his friends are now. He's just, he's completely immersed in the combat.
Yeah.
So,
fighting for his life, to be fair, so... that
fighting
hits.
No, actually, no. Endo does not fight for his life. He fights for other people's lives.
Okie dokie. Yeah. And next attack.
And then he's going to hit it again.
So look. Oh, that's a miss.
Okay. He's going to use Flurry of Blows.
Yep.
And he's going to
That's a
hit
miss.
the hell out of this thing. Oh, sorry, I've rolled
It's all
damage
right,
by
it's all
accident
right. Yeah,
there.
don't worry. That's a miss as well.
Oh, no. I did hit it once, though, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to try and grapple this one.
Okay, so you would have had to call the grapple as soon as you'd hit with that.
All right, okay, that's fine.
Because obviously you've tried
Sorry.
to hit another
No,
3
no,
times.
no. That's
flailing.
absolutely fine.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
I'm just quickly double checking. Oh, I have to just mark that off as a key point used. And because I didn't move, I'm still going to keep myself in implacable stance, which doesn't cost me anything.
Yep. Okie dokie.
And that's it.
Right. Isla is just going to kind of have her eyes very wide now, having seen this like bolt of lightning just disintegrate some of them. She's going to run up and try and deal with this one that's just above you, Endo. She's going to try and help you out the best she can. She does get her sneak on that as well. And she manages to finish that one off for you. And then she is going to... 5, 10. Run to here. Okay, so Endo, you're going to take 3 bites possibly here. As the remaining creatures are all focused on you. That's a 16.
Meets it, beats it. So, yep.
6 piercing.
Yep.
Take 7 plus.
Yep. So this one here, kind of lashes out and bites you, and as it releases its jaws, it just drops down to the ground dead.
Shock of steel.
Next one is going to attack 15. It's a miss, isn't
Nope.
it? Yep. And the next one, 23 for 11.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a 1d8 for that, I think, and reduce it by 6.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's
So
5
5.
damage instead.
Yep. And then all of those 3 over there are deceased. Gideon.
I am gonna come and trample over this one and come next to Blaze and Tide, I'm just going to be like, thanks for moving, Tide. That was pretty cool. And then I'm going to, like, chuck 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one.
Okay.
Rolling terribly.
Yeah, that. Oh, that one hits.
Okay.
Yep.
And I want to do my form of dread. Should have done that first. Always forget. Yeah, I'll just, as a bonus action, I'm going to do my form of dread.
Yep.
Get a few temp hit points. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Blaze.
Blaze is going to come bounding over this way and try to get to here.
Yep.
Should be my 40 distance, I think. Should cover that. Yep. And then first swipe for this guy. And with my glaive. Which is coming. 13
That's a
misses,
miss.
doesn't it?
Yep.
So as he swings it through, he'll just spin it around in his arms and just lash it back down at the same guy.
Oh.
Alright. And I'll turn my head to the other one, spit on it.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So it's got spit on it now. Is that everything?
That is unfortunately everything.
Okay. Tide.
Oh, does this fire look like it's getting out of control?
I mean, it is now engulfed the entire tree, but kind of looking, unless it's going to travel along the kind of stony, rocky ground, it's probably confined to the tree.
Okay, right, I'm not worried then, that's fine. I will, instead of frosting the tree, I will ray of frost this boy here.
This one here.
The one closest to me. I mean, it misses anyway.
Yeah, okay.
And I will... Oh, I don't want to use all my spells at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm done.
Okay. Endo.
Yeah, Endo's just going to attack this one.
Yep.
Strange, horrible creatures. Don't like them. They're horrible. Make Endo feel very weird.
That's a hit.
Kia.
Yep.
And then second hit.
Oh. Is that not one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
crap.
that one.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
At least you didn't say, can you roll for damage? That'll be in a minute.
63. Oh, you're fine. You missed. How embarrassing. That's what it says on my chart. I'm not just being horrible.
Oh wow. Well, because I hit with one, I'm going to use Flurry of Blows and hit again.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Yep. Still standing.
Not for long. Do I have to? Oh yeah, I have to roll my second Flurry of Blows now. Yeah. Just forgetful.
Oh, that's a miss.
Oh god. I was going to do the grapple on the last one, but I missed.
That's the risk, isn't it? If you don't do it.
That's the risk. Yeah. It's either grapple immediately or So.
Okay.
Bonus action. I don't have any because I've just used it anyway. Yep, that's me. Done.
Okay. I was gonna try to lash out with a short sword again. Oh, she missed. Second attack. That is it. Okay. 2 bites on Endo. 22 to hit. For 10
Yeah,
piercing?
that's it. Yep. I believe I did still initiate Implacable Stance.
Yeah, you
So-
haven't moved, so.
I'm gonna roll a d8. Reduce it by 3, so 7.
7, yep. Okay, and
Yep.
it took the 4 damage there from the tower.
Hey,
And
bud.
then next one. 22 to hit for 10 piercing.
Oh god, yeah. I'm
And
just gonna take that 10 damage.
And 5 from yeah, these two that are left standing are looking very ropey now. This one in particular is struggling to kind of stand and is barely lashing out. There's almost no power behind its bite now. Gideon.
I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna say same again. I'm just gonna. I think I can reach both of them. Yeah, so I'll start with the one at the front. I'll Eldritch Blast. Where's it gone? There.
It's there in front of me, it's in front of me.
Nice. Yep, that finishes that one off.
Oh, nice. I was just going to say it has to make a wisdom save or it's afraid of me. But,
It's not. It's very afraid of you. You killed
Yeah.
it. Scared it to death.
and then I'll go for the other one.
Yep. Exactly what you needed. She scared that one to death as well. As the last kind of creature falls to the ground, and you are out of combat. Endo, you are still glowing green.
Yeah, that's why I put the little green thing on him.
Oh, yes, I see it now.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, watch out for the fire guys, watch out for the fire guys. What was that?
So it's and not just me. Endo's the problem, right?
Hey, Endo, no problem. And then he looks down at his chest that's emanating this bright green glow out of his chest. He's like, I just green today. Endo's green today. Why is Endo green?
I'm going to borrow
Well,
Endo
green
again.
seems to mean attack.
Oh god.
Endo, hi. Can you hear me? Endo? Hello? We've lost Endo. I cannot hear you. Why can I not hear you? I also can't. Oh, I can move you. What on earth is going on here?
Yeah, I thought that.
Hello?
Hello.
Were you talking?
Hola. I was trying to talk to you.
Huh. One
You
second.
didn't have to
where-
say it to all of us, that's all.
No, it's all right. I'll find a way.
Yeah, you'll just have to say it to all of us.
1 second. Let me do this instead.
Why wasn't I that quick tied?
Let me try this.
Why did I get picked for this?
I'm moving you again.
I think it was that roll that someone did the other day.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Right, so as the last enemy falls and your kind of teammates start to gather around you again, you hear the voice again in your head. And it's like, you survived. I'm glad to see it. I need your help.
Endo, glad that I survived too. What do you want? Is Endo gonna die? 'Cause I'm all green.
The green is me. You and I are linked now.
Is you in my tummy?
I am part of you, and you are part of me.
Is this permanence?
Well,
Like, forever?
that depends on you.
Okay, how can Endo help you?
As you saw, I was badly wounded when you found me. And you... Well, we fought. That was a mistake.
That was not you attacked us and we defended ourselves. We did not want to fight you.
I understand. I am so used to being attacked that I lashed out. But I can see that you would not harm an innocent creature.
No, never.
I have to be truthful with you. You have 1 week to help me, or we will be merged together forever. You and I will die and become a new Solarix.
So, if Endo does not help you do whatever it is you need to do, then Endo is going to die by the end of the week.
Yes, and I will die too. Reborn into something new.
Does Endo get reborn?
Not as you are now.
Oh. So what do I need to do to help you, friend?
Well, I should explain what I am. Long ago, when the light first cut through the cosmos, the Solarix were born. I am a creature of fire and light, and I was created with a duty. I am a divine light bearer, tasked with maintaining and energizing the borders between worlds, between existences. I prevent reality from collapsing back into the darkness from whence it came. I travel between planes, but I cannot do that now. Those creatures, the ones that you just killed, they are hunters. They intend to kill me, and therefore you.
Okay.
I cannot jump between planes anymore, and I need you to find a way, or someone who can. And then I will be able to save you and me.
Okay. Do you know anybody that can do things like that?
Not in this realm. Perhaps in the town.
Dear.
I grow weaker.
What can make you stronger?
The merging, or a new body. I will communicate when I can, and I could.
Can I transfer you to somebody else?
I do not know if I have the strength to do that. And much of my power is gone.
Endo will keep you.
I could try to help you with my powers, use them through you, but it will draw more of those creatures.
Okay,
Find someone who knows of plane shifting.
Okay, you just rest, friend. Okay, Endo will protect you.
And the voice kind of fades, and I'm going to pop you back into the main chat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Are you dead?
Well.
So Endo seemingly has just been stood kind of very, like, looking vacantly. You guys, if you were speaking to him, he could not hear you. He wasn't responding to you. He was just stood completely stationary. And now he kind of blinks.
Endo looks stunned.
Yeah, it kind of blinks, and Endo is back in the room.
Oh, hello, everybody. Okay, I got a Solaris thing stuck inside me. He called himself a Solaris thing. The creature that we just killed with the big blinding light is now inside Endo's tummy.
What?
Oh.
And apparently, if we don't find someone who knows about shifting plates or something, or plate shifting,
Plane,
Thing.
planes, and
that's it. That's the one. Plane shifting. In 7 days, Endo is going to die with the creature.
Okay,
Is that
that's
7 days our plane time or 7 days this plane time?
I don't know, Blaze. He just said in a week.
who's he? The tummy monster?
The Slazarus thing.
The solar
The-
race?
I think the white dragony thing. And then he's like, Endo just protrudes his belly out, and he's just prodding his belly. He's like, the green person, the green mister.
So,
I'm just going to turn to Blaze and be like, you know, when you were talking about trying to cut it out of him.
What?
Yeah.
What? No! Don't be harming Endo. I don't think it will come out that way. But no.
But you're
I'm
not
just-
sure it could come out that way.
I mean, we could give it a go. Todd could heal you again.
He said he can go maybe into somebody else's body, and he said he might use his powers and let Endo use his powers, but he said if I do that, then more of these like creatures, and he just kicks one next to him. Most of these creatures will come back. They're like they hunt him.
oh, they want the green thing.
Yeah, but they want to open Endo and take it. Endo not a
Glance at
jar.
Blaze.
Endo is not a jar. You don't just open Endo.
And so I missed what you said, Endo. At the end of the 7 days, if it's still in you, what happens?
He wasn't very specific. He just said
It was
that
quite specific.
he just said that he would die, and then I would die, possibly, or something about being born again. And I don't remember when I was born the first time, but it did not sound very nice.
And did he tell you how we get him out of you into somebody else?
He said, oh, to get into somebody else, he said he needs to use his powers, but that would bring more of these creatures, possibly. And he said he was tired. So I said I would look after him for now.
He's tired. Wow.
But he said something about a plate shiftings person that we need to find. Plane shifting person that we need to find. And he said that we might check the village, but that's all he said. And then he sounded like he got sleepy.
Did he say where we were exactly? Because this isn't where we were yesterday.
He said something about he's been around since the dawn of the time of Cosmos or something. And he was around a lot. He's been around a long time. I think we're on a different plate of existence. Like,
Yeah.
so where Talaska is with that plate over here,
that
and
plate.
he's holding out two hands as if he's holding dinner plates, and he's like, that's our plate there, and we live on that one, and then there's a plate here, and that's where we are now.
Did you say we were on the dessert plate?
I don't think there's a dessert plate this time round, Blaze. Wait, where would that be?
And you sure we can't just cut him out?
Well, he didn't say that you can't, but I didn't ask him. I don't. He said that the only way to get me out was this plate person.
And if we find this plate person and we go back to our plate, what happens to little green man?
Well, apparently, this plate shifty person can help him move to his rebirth or something, and then it leaves Endo. But if it gets to the end of the week, then he dies, and Endo goes with him.
Yeah, that's fine. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Like, let's be real. You're not going anywhere, so that's not a thing we have to worry about, right, guys?
Yeah, Blaze is just standing there with the end of his glaive in the fire.
Oh god! Oh god!
Maybe that's a day 6 option that we can explore.
Yeah, I think that's maybe like we need to try like plan A, maybe try like B, C, D, E. That's probably like more of a like plan S, I would say.
S for surgery.
S for for slash.
Endo is, while you were all talking about this, Endo is literally just looking from one person to the other, and he's got his two index fingers pushing against each other, like just tapping against. He's like proper just stimming out. He's like, "What is happening?"
OC, now that this creature is apparently sleeping, does that mean that the green light has sort of gone off, or is it still like a green light coming out of Endo?
It's not as strong as it was before, but you can see that it is still there. It's kind of dulled quite a lot, but it is still there.
Does anyone have a cloak, cape, or something we can drape over Endo?
I just pull my cloak more tightly around myself.
I get the gazebo wrappings out from my my little portable tent.
Oh god!
Do you want this? It's
Uh,
kind of like a coat, but it's a tent.
Perfect size.
Endo does not need clothes. I'm fine, thank you. I am warm.
Yeah, Endo, but you already draw attention, and well, a green light might draw more attention.
Oh,
And we don't know who else, as well as these creatures, might want to cut you open.
oh, okay. Endo can make a toga out of that. That's it. That's fine. And he takes it off of Blaze and he starts wrapping it around him and making like a kimono type toga thing.
Is the glow like? Is it coming out kind of like his chest, or is it like his back as well? Is it like both sides?
It's probably mainly out of the front that you can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till Endo's kind of made like a toga or something out of that, and I'm gonna rummage around in the bag of holding, and I've got a spell book in there that I found at some point. I'm gonna pull out, and I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna like try and put it inside the toga like it's like a chest plate almost, but just like open the book in half so it's like number of pages each side, and then like put it between his skin and the toga, and I'll be like, there you go, you can use that as a bit of extra armor to hide it.
Yeah, so because it's kind of dulled now, that would hide it, so you wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, obviously it might look a little bit of an odd shape if anybody was properly looking at him, but just
he always looks like an odd shape.
Yeah, just as a glance, you wouldn't see anything was wrong.
Oh, see, can I just ask why me? Why me?
Because Rose rolled you up the other day.
Yeah.
What?
Rose threw you under the bus.
What? Why?
Rose threw you under the bus, or Rose's fault. Blame Rose.
I rolled a 2. It wasn't my fault. The dice decided.
Wait, what do you mean the dice decided? Where the hell was I? I didn't get a roll. What's going on?
Best person it could happen to as well, because Endo just did not really recount much of the information that we was just given.
There was something about a cosmos and then some plates and moving them from one place to another and green light and he went sleepy and hunters.
Anyway.
Hunters. That's new information.
Them creatures, they're hunter creatures. How come I got this? I don't understand. Why is Han being so quiet? Han, did you
Han
roll
had
something too?
No. I asked somebody to roll me a d4, and Roz rolled a d4 and rolled a 2. It's the fate of the
great.
dice. So anyway,
Great.
what is the plan,
Thanks,
guys,
Roz.
as you all stand upon this mountainside with a burning tree and several dead creatures?
Guess we need to go down to
into
that town. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel okay to walk, Endo? You still hurting, or are you good?
It's a little bit of like a tummy ache, but I find now. I can walk. I still feel a little bit winded after that fight, though.
You need some healing?
Yeah, he has got a nosebleed. He has got a bit of a nosebleed.
Would you rather us take a rest? I'm just concerned I might not have enough magic to last the day.
That might be a good idea. Endo might need to just like rest for a little while. Yeah, it took it out of me.
You built you a campfire? Well, Gideon has.
Jesus.
While the fire's there, and while we're just turning around, Blaze is also just going to pull out his axe.
Mm-hmm.
His Zax slag.
Oh,
axe,
yep.
And just sort of be like holding it into the fire and seeing what happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. It doesn't melt or anything like that. It stays as it
But
was.
does like the fire sort of around it sort of go dissipate, like go down a bit, or does they interact? Does it like smoke and steam? Does it go?
Yeah, I would say like kind of it's like a little bit of steam around. The kind of fire dulls ever so slightly, but it wouldn't be like you wouldn't be able to put the fire out or anything. So you can tell it is reacting to it because obviously your axe is made of ice. But the axe is unaffected. Like the axe stays as is.
And then I'll pull it out and touch it. Is it still cold?
Yes.
Cool. Good for surgery.
Like Endo just looks at him. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at him.
Shall we take a little rest, a little break, a little chill?
A short rest.
A short
woken up,
rest
right?
will be fine. Yeah, I think it's a long rest is probably not required right now. Well, it might be required, but you're not having one.
Is that the voice of the there that's telling us?
No, I was going to be like, yeah, maybe we could take a little while.
Just have a sleep in. Yeah.
We don't know
Just
how.
sleep in.
Well, we don't know if any more of these are going to come, so we should probably get on the move as soon as we can.
Well, surely it won't matter where we are. At least we might as well be rested if they come again. If they're going to come, right?
Well, I was thinking maybe a town might have guards that could help, but okay.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I'm easy either way. I don't want to use all my spells and then people be needing spells and me not having any spells. What do people want to do?
I say we get into town. There'll probably be somewhere we could take a short rest in town if we needed to, but I think we should try and move. Also, that fire doesn't look great, and we should probably not be here. So, town?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Ty just turns around and gives one of these creatures a lick to see if it tastes like sherbet.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, roll investigation for me.
And roll con save.
Yeah, poison.
Roll for a new character.
It tastes vile. It tastes like
Oh.
the worst thing you have ever put in your mouth. It's like something has been in the bottom of a bin, molding away for ages, and then you've just put your head in and licked it.
No, these aren't the tasty ones. Nope, not one of the Celestials. This is nope. Yeah. I'm gonna get my little sheet of sherbet out and give that a lick just to try and sort my palate out.
Yeah. So you'd have to lick it quite a few times to like really get rid of it, but it does still taste of sherbet. So
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I need a drink. Yep, let's go.
yeah, so I would just kind of follow along if everybody starts moving. Gideon's staying by the fire. She's like, I'm not leaving.
No, sorry, I am coming. I'm coming.
Okay, so as you are kind of making your way off making your way down the mountain, you kind of like, as you're wandering around, you would notice that as you kind of spotted up on the mountain, that there's just slight differences in like the plants and the scenery, and even some of the like small insects that are flying around, just slightly off. Butterflies that are glowing ever so slightly, or insects that are crawling that are much differently coloured than what you have seen before. And you kind of keep trudging through, and you would come across this. I don't know why it's so dark, because it shouldn't be. Let me fix that.
Keep an eye out for a Biclops, everybody.
Biclops?
Well, if everything's a bit different, maybe they've got two eyes here.
Why does it matter who they're interested in? Ooh.
So as you kind of are wandering through, kind of making your way through the forests and stuff on your way to the town, you trudge past what looks like a collection of overgrown kind of stone ruins on this side here. That as you kind of glance at it, those of you that are into like surviving in the wilderness, like Isla and things like that, would think, that looks like a good place for shelter if we needed it.
Yeah, Endo would be looking at it, but he would be like really analysing it and squinting his little eyes because everything looks really, really different, and he's just trying to see if it looks safe.
Yeah, roll perception for me. Okay, yeah. So you kind of squint your eyes, kind of looking at it. It looks safe as far as you can see. You can't see any movement in there that you wouldn't have expected. It kind of reminds you a little bit of a temple or a church or something like that. Obviously ruined now, but you think maybe when it wasn't a ruined building, it was possibly a temple. And you can see on some of the stone, you can see what looks like etchings carved into it, but you can't tell what they say from the distance that you're at.
Oh, this looks like it used to be a temple.
Oh, to who? One of the guys we know, or?
I don't know. I can see scribblings, but I can't make them out from here.
Shall we? Tide's not going to say, shall we check it out? Tide's going to go and look.
Of course, Tide is.
Careful! But careful! Don't trust the gods.
Ooh, what's this? Is this a real bag, or is this just something on the map?
It's just something on the map. It's for in case you wanted to rest there, basically. They've just.
Oh, I thought there was something here, but there's not.
Can you roll me an investigation, though?
Sure.
It's stone. There's stone around you. Looks like, yeah, you could rest here. You can see some images that are very faded of horned lions that are kind of running across parts of the stone. and possibly
What?
some writing, but meh, you can't tell.
Oh,
Maybe an amateur artist or something. Maybe.
oh. Hold on, I think Endo's got something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Do I have it? Do I have it? Oh no, I don't. I was looking to see if I had any parchment.
Oh, that reminds me. So there's some form of writing,
There is, yep.
but we didn't bring Oink Fat, did we?
You did not bring out fat.
No, okay.
What did you want? What?
Well, I was gonna use your fancy book, and if we like held it over it and etched it, maybe Oink Fat would translate it.
Oh, clever.
Can I speak quite a lot of languages. Can I go and see if I recognise?
Well, investigation for me.
I also speak quite a lot of languages, thank you. Can I also have a look?
Of course you can, yeah. Roll investigation.
I also speak a limited number of languages, but I looked and just saw scribbles, so I don't read them well. I'm not clever.
Endo speaks languages, but can't read in lots of them.
Oh, Blaze does speak languages. Look at him.
Oh,
Yeah, so both of you actually can see
over there.
that there is kind of a faded script that's upon some areas of the stone. As you kind of go over and like almost tracing it with your finger. What languages do you speak? Gideon first.
Abyssal, Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay, yeah, Blaze.
Common, Orc, Primordial, Sylvan, Thieves' Cat.
Okay, so to both of you then, it almost looks like Sylvan, almost. And Gideon, you can spot like some Elvish characters almost. It's almost as if it's a muddle of both of the languages. And Blaze, obviously, you can kind of pick out some of the Sylvan, and it looks very similar to Sylvan.
I don't think this is I think this is like a mixture of things. Does anybody else recognise anything in this? I think those characters look Sylvan, and that bit looks Elvish, but anybody else?
I mean, this is definitely Sylvan. Like, look at this symbol, I can't remember what it means, but I've seen this before, and this and this. It's definitely Sylvan.
Pride squints. I read Sylvan and I can't see anything at all. What do you want about?
Can Endo look and see if anything looks familiar in terms of from the temple that he used to live in? Would anything stand out in terms of like what sort of gods were here?
So you wanting to look at the carvings, yeah?
I'm wanting to just look at the carvings, the structure, the decor, that sort of thing, and see if he remembers whether or not it looks similar to any god that he's noticed in temples that he's been in before.
Okay, so roll me a religion. Okay, so you're kind of like looking around, you can't make out really much of what's going on.
Yeah.
You can see that like on one of the walls there seems to be some sort of carving that's got something to do with the sun, like the sun in the sky, and you think you get the general feeling that like all of the things that you can see would make you think that it's a temple to a good god, so it's not negative, but you can't pick up any more than that because you can't read the writing or anything. Anybody that does...
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say he'd translate that. Like he'd say that to everybody that like he'd just point out the decor and the layout and things like that, and he'd just say, It looks like it's a nice temple. I don't think it's like a bad god. And that's it.
Yeah.
They're all bad gods.
Yeah. So anybody that wanted to attempt to decipher the writing on the wall, you would need to make me an intelligence check. And looking at it, you would know it's going to take you a little time. It'd probably take you about an hour to do it if you wanted to do that.
I could give it a go.
Would that count as a rest?
Assuming that the rest of you are just kind of sitting around, then yeah, would be a short rest.
Yeah, Endo would definitely take that. I'll take that.
Shall I try and see if I can make any kind of sense of it?
I mean, we can work together. I might look like a brute, but I'm smarter than I look. I've done some reading in my time.
Could one of us roll with advantage?
Yeah, whichever. So you're going to be rolling intelligence, straight intelligence. So you can decide between you which one you want to roll, and they can roll with advantage. And people can spend hit dice if they want to, because they are resting.
I've got a +2.
You beat me. I got +1.
Okay.
1, 2.
Oh, I've rolled a 9 and a 10.
Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of pulled out some parchment. You're kind of like writing down what you can see. It takes you a long while. You're at it for over the hour that you thought you were going to be, because it's such a muddle of both of the languages. You just can't kind of get your head around it for a little while. But eventually you do manage to pull some information from it. And you can see that there's multiple references on all of the carvings on the wall to what seems to be some sort of deity to do with the sun. And you see the name several times, so you kind of make the assumption that maybe this is the name of the god. Mm-hmm. And the name that you can see is Ear Thrangle of Dawn's Light. And it gives you a description of it, and you know about most of the gods, or some of the gods in your plane of existence. You've never heard of this god. You've never heard anything to do with them.
I would relay that to anybody else and be like, Ear, what did you say? Ear Thrangle?
Yep.
Thrangle?
Thrangle.
Yeah, Thrangle.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to be like, I think this might be the name of the god. It's not any god that I've ever heard of. Anyone? Anybody else? Sun god? Anybody?
No, it sounds like a nasty infection.
It's not ringing any bells.
Yeah, so it wouldn't ring a bell with any of you.
I don't think we're on our plate anymore.
That's a quote right there.
Oh, God.
Do you reckon maybe that's the thing that's in Endo's tummy?
Maybe. I guess if it's a sun god, it did seem to be very fond of producing blinding light all the time.
I mean, I know we're good, but do you think the four of us could have really brought down a god?
Obviously.
Well, this creature said, or whatever he is, he said he's been around for a very, very long time, since the start of the cosmosness.
Did he give you a name? Not you a name. Did he tell you what his name was?
He was a salivated creature or something.
Oh yeah, Solar.
Or solar or Slavic. I do become
Slavic.
Oh, God.
Solaris. Solero.
You're getting
He was
there.
a Solero.
Getting closer.
Celestial?
I don't think it was celestial. Okay. Can I break the meta? Can I see if I call what he said to me?
Yeah, roll a history.
Yeah. God, please don't screw this up, Endo.
What specifically? Are you trying to remember the name that he
Just
gave
that.
you?
Yeah, just the name of the creature that he is. Or
Yep. So he
I
told
know it
you.
began with an S.
He told you it was a Solarix.
Solarix.
Yeah.
That's it. There you go. So Endo will turn and go, it was a Solarix. He's a Solarix creature.
Well, good to know.
I've never heard of one of those.
No, me neither.
No,
either.
me neither. Apart from the one that's in my tummy. He said he had magic powers, but he said if he used them, lots of those hunter creature things would turn up. So that's probably not a good idea.
What kind of magic powers?
I don't know. He didn't say, but he did say that his energy levels were like draining and he was getting weaker. I don't know if he can get stronger, but I know he's feeling weaker. So
Is anybody
Did
looking
he-
at Endo? Is everybody looking at him while he's talking? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Can you roll perception for me? Okay, so Gideon, although he has this kind of tent robe thing on and the spell book, very briefly you see the green glow kind of just around the edge of the spell book, as if the glow has started getting brighter again, but then it dims.
Did anyone else see it?
Nah.
You just glowed.
Oh, hang on, did
I did.
No? Maybe a trick of the light. I
No,
didn't see
Wait.
it.
even Isla didn't see it.
when did I glow? Was what? When?
Just now, the light. There was like more of it briefly.
When I said the Salaxis word.
Solarix, I think you said, no?
When I said Solarix. Wait, did it do it again? Did I glow?
Are you asking? Did you glow? You asking God if you glowed?
I just he was just saying it out loud to anyone who was able to see that I glowed the first time. Gideon.
I didn't
Yeah.
see anything.
So Gideon, as he says the name again, you would see it glow again slightly. Not as bright as it did the first time, but
Oh, yeah. Say it again.
Wait. Salaxis.
My mage hand appears and I just like facepalm with it.
Solero.
You're not glowing now, Endo.
how do I?
Oh, wonder if when I get things right, does it glow?
Maybe. I mean, I haven't seen anything this whole time. I think Gideon's just messing with you, like with the potatoes, but who knows, really?
Hide, be quiet.
What do you mean messing with me with the potatoes?
Oh,
Have you
she,
been harming the potatoes?
No, she just keeps stealing them.
I do mage hand and put it over Tide's mouth.
What do you mean you're stealing... Gideon, why are you stealing potatoes from... Are you stealing potatoes from Endo?
I've not been stealing potatoes from you, Endo.
I rescue potatoes. I release them from the yoke of their sadness.
Do they have they told you that they're quite sad?
Yes,
They
I am a champion of potatoes. They speak to me.
Are the potatoes in the room with us right now?
Can I mind of illusion a picture of a potato on the wall behind Endo, please?
Oh my god,
Same
no.
style as the horned lions and the other writing.
Yep.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
Yeah, Endo, what's your passive perception?
18.
Yeah, you're kind of like glancing around, like, what is going on? You know, you're looking at Tide because he's got a mage hand over his mouth, kind of looking at Gideon, and something just catches your eye, and you look, and there's a carving of a potato on the wall in this temple.
Yeah.
Clearly, potato is God.
Yeah, Endo turns and he just, calm as you like, as if he's a tutor in a university room or something like that. He turns to the board, that sort of thing. And he's like, look. There is the potato god.
Well, I mean, but if... So the potato god is on all the plates, then...
I can't say anything. He's covered
I moved my mage hand.
Endo.
Yes.
Besides the strength of the potato gods on this plate, did your new friend tell you why he was on our plate?
Endo is trying to recall.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, see, would Endo be able to recall that?
I'm gonna kill you.
You brought this on
Roll
yourself,
history
Lynn.
of all the people to get this. Of all
Yeah,
the people.
yeah. It could have been worse. It could have been tall.
So the
Jesus.
answer to my question was yes.
He's trying to figure out. He told you something, didn't he? He told you something about the things that were chasing him.
They potentially. I think they've been hunting him for a long time, since the dawn of the cosmos.
That's all I'm giving you. That's all I'm giving you.
Did he say anything about the wizard that hired us?
No, he didn't say anything about any wizards. I don't think.
Who knows? We will
Who
never know the
knows?
truth.
We
Yeah.
will never know.
Is he
Oh,
the
see.
wizard who hired us?
Oh, see, tune in next week on YouTube and you will find out with the recording. You'll be able to rewind and check. Help Endo out in the comments. Oh, Lord.
Okay. All
We
right.
can't
So
stand around here forever, can we?
exactly. What my thoughts exactly, Tide. If we're on a time limit before Endo goes pop, maybe we should get into town and maybe someone there has had an encounter with the Skrillex and was able to listen for longer.
Desolero person.
No glowing, Gideon. You see no glowing at all.
Was it Solarix?
What did you say?
Solarix.
Gideon, you spot a little glow.
Like, yes, Endo, that's the right one, but just be careful because you glow when you say that.
Oh, God. Oh, that might be his energy. Oh, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not waste it.
As we start moving on, I just want to like sidle up next to Tide, and be like, "Why did you tell him about the potatoes?"
I realised and changed tack. Have you been stealing potatoes? I thought that was just a quick and speedy lie. Have you been stealing potatoes?
No, I haven't been stealing potatoes. It's just I thought it was a bit that we've been doing, and it was fun, and like Endo didn't know, and that was part of the joke. So, like, We need to keep it a secret.
Yeah, and then I forgot, and then I remembered, and then I covered. Like, it's fine.
Can you
Oh
both,
yeah, really good covering.
Can you both roll stealth for me?
Oh no.
No. Oh, yeah, I'm alright stuff, actually. That's all right.
Oh yeah, me too.
I love the panic there. I love the
yeah.
absolute panic.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Gideon, you're fine. Endo doesn't hear. Tide. Endo can hear everything that you're saying.
Oh! What do you mean, Tide?
What? What did I say? I've already forgotten what I said. What did you hear?
I've already forgotten what you said too, but about
Oh,
the
well,
potatoes!
water under the bridge, my friend. Water under the bridge. Let's continue.
Oh God! Oh, see, me and Roz are the worst.
Terrible. Oh Lord.
All I was saying, Endo, was that me and Gideon have a special bond, and nobody else knows about our special bond.
Yep, that's
With
right.
potatoes.
Spirits mainly, but sure.
Endo, do
but
you
you were
think they're
talking
fibbing to you?
You were talking about potatoes, not spirits.
Well, Tad was just saying he thought that I was stealing potatoes, but I wasn't stealing potatoes. So I was just explaining that, like, it's not me, but maybe Oink Fat might have like eaten a potato or two when he shouldn't have.
Yes, that is true. I did ask if she was stealing potatoes. That's definitely a thing I definitely asked.
Okay, Blaze, when we get back, can you open up Oink Fat and see if he's got any potatoes inside him?
No, there won't be any opening up of Oink Fat.
But he can't die. We established that a long times ago.
That doesn't mean that we can just open him up willy-nilly.
But if you were saying that he's stealing potatoes, Endo wants to know, because I protect the potatoes and I need to know if he's been stealing potatoes. So if we just look in him...
He's just a harmless little pig. He's just hungry, likes eating things. He might have, I can't say for certain, and neither can you, and with no evidence, that's like against his pig rights or whatever. Like, you can't just go around accusing people without evidence.
Endo looks really confused at Blaze, and he's like, does bacon have rights? What? We will just look inside him, and then he will be fine, because he doesn't die.
Oh, you can't just open somebody up even if they can't. Or you can't do that. How would you close them again?
But he heals himself.
You don't know if he can heal from being opened up. No, I'm sorry. No, I won't allow it. It's not happening.
Well, there was that time that he got set on fire and exploderized, and he's fine.
Yeah, well, that's different. That was like, that was in the line of duty. It wasn't like, oh, we're just going to come home and try and open you up.
Gideon, he was turned inside out.
Well, he knows the risks when he comes on missions with us.
Well, I'm sure Blaze would be happy to help me just gently open him up and see if there's a potato
I'm sure
inside.
that Blaze would. I'm sure that Blaze would be happy to try that.
Yep.
Okay, when we get back, Blaze, we will gently open up the Oink Fat and have a look inside for potatoes, if that's okay with you.
You will absolutely not be doing that, Blaze, when we get back to headquarters.
I'm going to tell Talisker on Oink Fat. If he's stealing my potatoes, I know that Talisker will not be happy.
Do you? Do you know that?
They are Talisker's potatoes too, and that is her property.
She buys them for people to eat, not to like liberate in some little potato freedom scheme.
No. Nobody eats potatoes because Endo saves them all. Endo is protecting all the potatoes. I have over several thousand potatoes. Oh, never mind.
Several thousand. Where are you keeping these potatoes, Endo?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. We'll do.
Them from?
We will look in Oink Fat if Talisker says so when we get home.
You will not look in Oink Fat when we get home.
Tide says he's been stealing potatoes possibly, and like it's just a thing that we need to look into for the safety of the potatoes.
I didn't say Oinkfat was stealing potatoes, to be fair. If you're opening anybody up, it should be Gideon.
No! All of a sudden, Blaze is back.
I just look at Endo, and I'm like my Eldritch Blast energy is all around my hands, and I'm just gonna grin and be like, "You can try."
No. Endo wasn't talking about you. Endo was talking about Oinkfat. I don't think that we need to see inside Gideon. Tide, what are you talking about? Shush.
You started it, and I'm just being part of the conversation.
I didn't start nothing. You was talking about stealing potatoes.
Were you eavesdropping? Were you eavespeeping?
No, you were very loud, Tide.
Sounds like somebody was listening to somebody else's
No,
conversation.
Gideon was making these like little wispy noises, going.
I'll be telling Talifgar you when we get home. You've been listening in on other people's private conversations, Endo.
No, I didn't do that. Endo didn't do that. Gideon was going whistle, 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 whistle. But you were making really loud noises and saying the words stealing and potatoes.
Well, be that as it may, I think time moves on and we should move with it.
God.
Yes, I quite agree.
Endo is going to be watching you, Tide.
Me? I'm a good egg. We've established this. I'm blameless in all of this.
He's just squinting at Tide because of the potatoes.
So, as you've been having this conversation and making your way through the...
And OC making no checks whatsoever.
Making no checks, you were fine, thankfully.
Thank God. No
You
horses.
make your way up towards the town, and the town is very different from the one that you left behind. It's much kind of larger, looks a lot wealthier, and it's got quite a busy feel to it, really. It's even large enough to have large stone walls that kind of surround the town, and quite a big town centre is at the middle of it. As you approach, you can see several people kind of milling around, seemingly just getting on with their everyday life.
Do the people look like people?
I will put you on a map for you to see what the people look like. Yeah, so the people kind of, there's a couple of guards kind of milling around, quite a few kind of human-looking people. You don't really see anybody that doesn't look more or less human.
Would I notice if there's any priests, like monks, or like clericy type paladin-y people around?
Roll perception for me.
Because, see, those people Endo would trust in possibly trying to remove the green thing from inside
I was going
him.
to say,
But-
my God, who are we removing?
yeah, but Blaze is new. Blaze is new. No offense to Blaze.
You can't see any priesty type people.
No, no monks or
No
like
monks or
people that-
anything. No,
people that go to temples. Okay.
no, not from what you can tell.
And I might be new, but I could still remove you.
Excuse me? Jesus.
I'm much into personal sass today. I love it.
So as you kind of enter the town, you would notice that the guards that are kind of either side of the street are looking utterly quizzical at Tide and Blaze.
Oh.
Yay!
They're not looking aggressive.
great.
They don't look
I
angry.
was gonna.
They look, if
I was gonna
anything, they
say-
look confused. They look very, very confused.
It's like, OC, Gideon, calm down. They're not racist. They're just confused.
Yeah, sweet Jesus.
Put those hands down. Put the hands down. Entire village gets burnt down.
Oh, Blaze will just push his shoulders back and chest out more and just like, yep.
Yeah, they kind of tilt their head a little bit in proper confusion, huh. but don't, like, they're not making any aggressive moves. They're not reaching for their weapons or anything. They are just kind of watching quizzically.
Tide, Blaze, why are these people staring at you?
I've never seen anyone so handsome.
Because we look awesome. And I'm just going to thaumaturgy, and as I say awesome, I'm going to make my voice boom really loudly.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they kind of visibly jump, and then then they start, like, cautiously reaching for their weapons, and they're, like, holding the edge, like the hilt of the blades, but they're not actually drawing them yet.
No,
You didn't actually hurt.
No, we're doing peace. Just trying to be cool. We cool, gang.
Oh, shit.
I would like to, like, get a little bit closer to, like, come between Tide and.
Yeah.
This is a guard.
Yeah,
right?
that's a guard. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and just be like, sorry. Don't mean you any harm. We just been traveling, and we got a bit turned around out there. Actually, we're a bit lost. Can you tell us where we are?
So the guard kind of, like, as you approach, I assume you're not looking threatening as you approach. You are just kind of walking
like,
towards him.
Hands up, kind of.
Oh, yeah, okay. So because
like,
you've got your hands up, he kind of takes his hand off his sword and kind of, like, is really, really focusing on your mouth as you're talking. And then he kind of shakes his head and he's like, "Hadudwa."
Would I recognise what language that? Would I recognise anything about that to give me an indication of what language they're speaking?
Would any of us, is it loud enough for us to have heard?
Yeah, he's not speaking quietly. He is speaking kind of normal volume, really, with kind of, like, he's frowning a little bit in confusion. You can, I guess, what would you even roll for that?
I mean, it would base on as languages that we've heard before in terms of ones that we've got.
You've heard.
So it'd have to be history, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Roll me a history, Gideon, if you're, or anybody that is wanting to try and.
No.
As he speaks, like a small little, just head of a spirit comes up next to my ear and starts translating for me as I cast comprehend languages.
Yes.
Nice.
Can you just ping it to the description of it?
Yeah, my D&D Beyond keeps glitching out, so I'm just refreshing.
Okay.
I can't speak to them, but I can understand what they're saying to me, I think is basically the gist of it.
The literal meaning of any. It doesn't decode. Okay. Yeah, so everybody else. Endo, what languages do you speak?
Yeah, I wasn't
Elvish?
asking if. No, I was just asking if I could recall whether or not I've heard that language being spoken before, not whether or not I know the language.
You've never ever heard this before, and it sounds like no language that you've ever even
ones that I don't understand.
Even ones you don't understand, like if you've heard, an elf speak in Elvish, you might not speak it, but you would.
Well, yeah, I know Durhamire.
Yeah, so you'd go, he's speaking Elvish there, but you don't understand what he's saying. But this is just nothing like anything that you've
right. Perfect. That's what I was trying to recall.
And Gideon and Blaze, you're kind of like drawing a complete blank on this. Tide, your little.
Yeah, I'll just look back at him and be like, "Oogly."
Just whistles and clicks, boys and girls.
Your little spirit just whispers in your ear and goes, "Who are you?"
I look at the guard and I put a little paw to my chest and I say, "Tide," and then I point to everyone kind of like one at a time, and I'm like, "Gideon, Blaze, Endo, Isla."
Yes, Isla. She kind of raises an eyebrow when you're like, "Why are you called Isla?" Can you roll me a performance check? And do you speak Elvish or Sylvan?
I speak Sylvan. I don't speak Elvish.
Okay, you have advantage on the check.
Advantage on the performance check.
Yep.
My. Please don't fail me. For God's sake. It's an 18.
Yeah,
It's enough. It's enough. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so he kind of like, as you're like pointing around and like telling the name of each person, he's kind of like really, really focused on what you're doing, and he's like nodding along.
I put 2 little opposable cat thumbs up.
He doesn't understand the gesture. He kind of just stares like as if he's trying to decipher what that would possibly mean.
I think we can go. I think we're good. I like wave and slowly start to walk away. Like, doo, doo, doo.
Endo just quickly turns to Gideon and says, Gideon, what's that word that I can't say because I don't want to tire out the green person?
Solarix?
Say that word to the people. See if they understand what that means.
The guard is now just staring at Gideon, who's still stood quite close to him.
I'm before I do that, I'm just gonna, because I saw like this, because I saw that like weird mixture of Sylvan and Elvish in the temple that I recognised. I'm just gonna try and say, "Do you understand me?" in Elvish, and then say the same thing in Sylvan and see if he reacts in any way.
Yeah, so as you say, it's like he kind of raises an eyebrow and then like chuckles to himself.
Oh, I'm going to say to Endo, that wasn't a joke. I don't know why he's laughing.
Can you say that word to him and see if he knows what that means?
I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say Solarix.
He kind of still raises an eyebrow and then shrugs.
Maybe we should have brought one of those creatures down from the hill and like dropped it in front of him and showed him so that see if they recognize them. I could go get one. They're not that far away.
Hang on a minute. I've got one more thing to try, and I'm gonna take out my book that Inkfat can read.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna write in it, "Hello?" question mark, and hold it up. It's animals can read it, but I mean they're clearly people. But I just want to see if it works.
So you're right. I assume you're writing in common in the book.
Oh yeah, yeah, but it.
Yeah, but it
translates for animals, yeah, but I'm just checking the language
right.
that Gideon is writing in is common, yes?
Yes, I would probably default to writing in common, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like leans very close and then kind of chuckles to himself and shakes his head. And he's like, over there.
Friends.
I've got no more ideas. Let's go. I don't know. Tide seemed to know what he was saying. Let's go and see if it's got any more of an idea of what's going on. I'm going to jog off and try and catch up with the others.
Yeah. While that had all gone, Blazer just walked over to these two and was like, "Oi, where are we?"
Over there. And they're kind of like looking at each other, looking at Blaze.
Ugh. It's everyone in this place. Throws up his hands in exasperation and just storms off.
Wait. Okay, don't wait. And I like wave at these two dwarvy looking characters.
They kind of just stare at you, like both of them cross their arms. Very kind of no nonsense.
Tide?
Yes?
If we're in a different plate of existence, well, what if, what if they do things in a different direction? What if the words are backwards?
So what if they're speaking the language, but it's just in reverse?
Oh, okay.
So what if you say words backwards?
I turn to this guy and I say in Sylvan, "Hola," which is hello backwards. Hola, but in Sylvan.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow, and then like kind of does that kind of like when people like slam their fist into their other hand, like when they're threatening. He kind of starts doing that and looks at you very angrily.
Oh, I like.
Endo steps forward and puts his hand on Tide's shoulder while Tide does whatever he's about to do.
Oh, I'm just like putting my hands out and I'm like, no, it's okay. Sorry, and I like raise my shoulders and shrug, and then be like, goodbye.
Yeah, as you step away, he kind of like drops his hands back and crosses his arms again, and then they're both kind of stood, staring at you, watching as you move away.
Okay, Tide. So not backward speak then.
No, these guys make Talisker look like a conversational delight.
Hey.
Talisker doesn't love us.
Talisker loved Endo.
I think we should.
Again, just because he's frustrated. From here, he can see through the door that looks like a tavern, so he's just heading in.
Oh well.
And as he walks in, he's just like, walks to the middle, hands on hips, and be like, "Can anyone understand me?"
Everybody kind of like as you come in, everybody's attention is on you immediately. More again, not in like an aggressive way, just in a curious, kind of slightly confused way. And as you speak, all of them are kind of like a couple of them, their mouths drop open, like in just shock that you're speaking, and everybody else looks utterly baffled. The person that's behind the bar kind of makes their way over to you, kind of like hands up in the air as if to be like, I don't want to fight. And they're like, Iplova! Iplova!
He'll point at one of the drinks. and sort of pull out any money he's got and be like, point and drink, point to the bunny, point to his mouth.
Yeah, roll me performance. And you speak Sylvan, don't you? Or
I
Elvish?
do speak Sylvan.
Yeah, you can do that with advantage.
This should be fun. Performance, you say.
Yep. Yeah, this person, like, even though you're holding, obviously you've got coins out in your hand, right? You're holding them. The kind of person is like watching you doing all this, like miming what you want, and then kind of leans forward and doesn't touch the coins because they've still got their hands kind of up in the air, but looks at them and just starts shaking their head.
Oh, is there no one in this godforsaken place that can understand? And he throws up his hands again and just storms out.
The person literally just watches you leave, and then as you exit the inn, you can hear kind of just chatter amongst like the people that are in there, like they waited for you to leave and then start talking amongst themselves.
This place is dead. No one can understand us. Endo, it's been nice knowing you.
Oh no! What? Oh.
Endo just looks like really sad and like just a little bit worried, I suppose. What's this statue here? What does it look like?
It looks like a statue of a kind of well-armored humanoid type figure with wings, holding what looks to be a sword.
Like possibly an Aarakocra.
No, it's a human. It's just it looks
Oh,
more
right.
like what an angel would look like, I guess, if they were wearing armor.
Yeah, Endo would be drawn to it just because it looks like paladin-y. He'd just be looking up at it, just like praying to Eldath, his goddess of peace.
Yeah. So as you kind of approach this woman here, who was kind of like leaning against it, like with her back to the statue, because like as you come closer, she kind of stands up, and then realizing that you're not going to attack her or anything, she kind of watches you for a second as you're praying, and then she's like, "Evil's there."
And confused, obviously, but he just looks at her and he's like, no, and then points to himself and goes, Endo.
Roll performance. You don't get advantage because you don't speak either of the two languages.
I don't get performance. I don't get advantage either because I'm on -1.
Oh lordy!
Yeah.
She
He
kind of
just looks like a kid just going, Endo.
She kind of like tilts her head to the side, and you're not making any aggressive movements or anything. So she didn't feel threatened, so she's just kind of like, "You prefer that?"
Endo does not know what to do. And Endo would just turn and look longingly at anyone of the team that's possibly making eye contact at that time, just because he doesn't know what to do. So.
Yeah, I also wanted to head up to the statue, but just to see if there was like a plaque or anything I could read on it.
Yeah, roll investigation
Ooh.
for me.
OC, don't forget, if you touch it, you can read it, but it takes a minute to read.
Can I do the touchy?
Yeah, if there is one, you could. Yeah, roll investigation for me.
Okay. I've rolled it with advantage. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, I'll just take the first one. Yeah, so you can't see any plaque or anything. Now, whether this woman is possibly stood in the way of one, you're not sure, but you can't see any. As you approach, though, her eyes kind of go wide. She like drags her eyes away from Endo, kind of like looks at you, and her eyes go wide. She's like, "Huh," like in just utter shock.
Give her a big smile and a wave.
Endo just pats him on the head as well while he's talking.
She kind of slowly waves back.
Can you speak? And I like mime, like, you know, when you like put a paw up to my mouth and I like waggle it, like I know what I mean, but
yeah. She kind of like tilts her head a little bit, and then because your comprehend languages lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
yes.
So she kind of opens her mouth, and it's almost like bad like audio dub over. Like her lips are moving a completely different like pacing and everything, making different like sounds. But you hear her say, "Who are you? Where did? I've never seen anything like you."
So the spirit whispers all of this in my ear, and I'm like, I just try and be as basic as possible. So I like put a paw to my chest, and I'm like, me, hide, and then I like point up to the sky, and then I mime falling, like up and then fall, and I like fall to the floor and go prone.
So you've actually got on the floor. Okay. So
He fell from the sky.
You fell from the stars?
I nod. Yes, I nod, and like put two paws up, and even though that didn't work last time, and like nod and smile in acknowledgement.
Wow. Are you hurt? Do you look okay?
Does she look like a nice lady?
Does she look like a nice lady?
Do I get the impression that she looks like a nice lady?
You get the impression she seems fine. She's like her kind of when she's speaking to you, she's speaking kindly. She's not scowling. She doesn't look evil.
I point to me and I smile and I like put two opposable cat claws up, and then I point to Endo, and I like point to his tummy, and then I mime like, "Oh, tummy ache."
She kind of looks to Endo, and then he's speaking to Endo. Obviously, Endo, you wouldn't be able to understand what she's saying to you, but you hear her say, "Oh, if you're injured, you should go and speak to Tiernan. He might be able to help."
Tiernan. I say to Endo, I say, I got this. She wants us to go to a healer, and I tap the woman on the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And I say, Tiernan, and I look around and put my hands up and go, Tiernan?
She kind of like watches you a little and starts like almost like giggling a little bit, and then points towards the tavern and points over here. She's like, Tiernan, and is pointing at it.
Oh wait, see, does she think that I'm just hungry?
You don't know what she thinks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Endo doesn't know what she thinks, but she did
yeah.
say if you need help, then go.
yeah, she did say if you need help,
Yeah.
go to the tavern.
Yeah.
I mean, I just say thanks, and I smile and put 2 thumbs up, and I like grab Endo, and I'm like, to the tavern, Endo. It's to the tavern. All of our answers are in the tavern. Come to the tavern. Gideon, to the tavern.
Endo follows.
She kind of waves at you as you leave.
I wave back as I leave.
Yeah, so does Endo.
Where's Blaze gone? I say to these 2 as I kind of.
Oh, I'm sure he'll come back eventually.
I don't know. Where did he go?
Blaze is over by the fountain, and he sort of leans
Oh,
forward
I see.
and just sort of like cups handfuls and just takes chips of water like straight out of the fountain.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. It's water. It's normal water. You would notice that as you kind of wandered through town and sat down there, the people that are just milling around do kind of like keep watching you, not in like a aggressive way, but they're just so curious. But then every time if you meet their eyes, they look away, you know, like, oh, we weren't looking at you, and then carry on with what you were doing.
Okay.
Amazing. Do I see Blaze over there?
Flamio.
Yeah, can you see him? Can you see him up here?
Yeah, I just didn't know if, I mean,
Yeah, if you can see him on the map, you can see him. Yeah.
great. I shout, Blaze! This way!
Yes. Nothing's happening in this place anyway.
Fine, I've got a lead.
Oh, I mean, I thought you were domesticated.
Wow, shade.
Oh,
Leads can be used for a variety of purposes, Blaze, not just for non-domesticated animals.
oh.
And as we get in, I'm just going to shout, Tiernan! And look around, hopefully.
Yeah, so as you walk in, again, everybody kind of turns to look at you. And a few of them kind of, initially when Gideon walks in, they kind of turn to look and then like, and carry on with what they're doing. As you walk in, Tide, all of them are now staring at you. And as you shout that name out, this man here kind of looks a little more like, kind of like sits up more and is staring at you.
Tiernan? And I look at him again and start to move towards him to see if he looks like that is in fact his name.
Yeah, he's kind of like, it looks a little uneasy. Like, he's kind of like, stands up and then kind of like, almost as if he's prepping himself for in case you do attack him as you approach. And everybody else is still just staring at you.
I will hold my hands up in like a very non-aggressive kind of manner. And then just, we didn't ask that lady's name. And I'm just going to say, point to my chest and go, me, Tide! and then put 2 hands up to like show off Endo as if he's some like show, star of the show type thing, and be like, Endo! And then be like, ooh, and then mime tummy ache.
So again, you've still got your spirit up. So again, with the bad dubbing, The guy's like, your endo is hungry? So you would understand the word endo.
Yes. No, I like shake my head and then how do I mime pain?
Endo just moves the book and opens the.
Oh dear. Okay,
The
I was trying
toga.
to avoid that book.
well, Endo don't understand what Tide's trying to do, so he's just like, oh, he needs to see this. So he's
Yeah, no,
just
no
opened
problem.
it innocently and just lifted the book out of the way.
Yeah, so both Turner and this guy here, both of their eyes go very wide, and Turner speaks, and obviously Tide can understand as he goes, "What in all the gods is that?"
I say to everyone, "Oh, they don't know. They don't know either." And then I turn to him and I like shrug as if to say, "Who knows? Please help us."
And just
And then
before
dying the pain again.
yeah, he kind of like starts to get up, and then this guy kind of like rushes over instead and kind of like is gesturing to turn and to sit down. And he's like, hello. Can I help you? Is still speaking gobbledygook to Endo, but you can understand
Okay.
it.
Endo don't know what he's saying, and he just like waves and says and points to himself and say,
Endo.
and then points to Tide and just
Tide.
Yeah,
and just looks at Tide, and he's just like,
Yeah.
the guy kind of
What do I
watches
do?
and then is like, yes, I heard your friend say that. Are they what? And he kind of turns back and he's like, are they simple? And the guy
I like shake
Oh
my
my
head
God!
violently. No.
I feel like we are though, Ros. We are.
the guy kind of like turns and kind of shrugs. It's like, perhaps they do not speak the way we do.
Point and nod. Yes.
Oh, it understands. The cat thing understands. And this guy,
I let the cat thing go. I point and nod again.
this guy's like, oh, and he kind of moves to step like in front of you, away from Endo. Not aggressively. He's just kind of moving to
thank
speak
God.
to you.
It's going to the common sense instead of the
So
Endo.
you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. I feel like with this comprehend language, I feel like everyone can see this little spirit that's translating in my ear, right? Or no?
I mean, I guess if you wanted to, yeah, it's how you envision that spell. So if you want them to be able
Is
to
it a
see
small cat?
Yeah. It's. Oh, is it a cat? No, I don't think it is a cat.
Small kitten on your
Kitten,
shoulder,
yeah.
just
I
whispering.
think it's just like a generic spirit from whatever this plate is.
Talking parrot.
Oh, I wish it was a talking parrot. That would have been a great idea. I like gesture towards my little spirit friend, and I'm like, him, and then point, and then like mime speaking, and then shake my head, and then mime just like put my hand to my ear and nod my head, like speak now, here, yes.
Roll performance for me with advantage.
Dum-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee.
Yeah, okay. He completely understands what you're saying. He's like, Turner, it's something to do with this spirit thing. I think he can. That talks for us to him, but he can't speak to us. Maybe he's mute.
Put one point my nose and point at him. Yes.
He's some sort of mute, maybe. And Turner's like, well, I've never seen what is he? And he's like, I don't know. Do you need assistance?
I nod very slowly and purposefully in a yes.
Something to do with your fur. And he's kind of like, he has no idea what you want.
I once again present Endo and then mime pain. Endo, pretend you're in pain. I'll just show them bloody green.
Oh,
It's
Endo not
fine.
in pain.
the fat one is hungry. Gillis,
Shake my head again.
Gillis, some food.
No, I shake my head.
No food. Diet. He's on a diet.
No. Oh, can anyone help me with this performance?
Tide, show him the sherbet thing.
Oh, yes. I pull out the sherbet paper.
Are you just pulling it out? You're just handing it to him, or
Oh, I'm not handing it to him. No, it's
you're
my
just
sherbet
showing
paper.
it? You're just showing it.
Love it. It's mine.
He kind of like looks at it very briefly, and he's like, "Yes, paper.
No, I shake my
Paper
head. No. I wish I had a better. Why did I not take tongues at level 3?
Like Endo just turns to Tide and just says,
Tide, why don't you find some other kind of paper and draw a picture of what happened?
I'm not really an artiste. Can you draw well?
No, not very well.
Oh, maybe.
What's about Blaze or Gideon?
Blaze or Gideon?
If only you had like maybe spells or anything that could help."
Do I have any? Oh yeah, could I cast Minor Illusion and make like a stage play?
"Oh God."
Sure. What are you making a stage play of?
So I would first make a stage play of this. No, I'm not going to start there. That could be bad. I'm going to make a stage play of like our house, the guild.
The guild. Okay.
And then I'm gonna like it's gonna swirl around, and then it's gonna be like a thing of the hills in our world
Yep.
with the big bad dragony man like attacking the snowball throwers,
Yep.
and then it's gonna whisk around, and it's gonna be like a very heroic looking thing of Blaze riding it while Gideon punches it in the face.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it.
And then there's going to be like a really bright flash of light, and then it's going to be all of us in the slightly different looking hills, and Endo's belly is going to be just glowing green.
Yep.
And then just like flashes to like a close up of Endo being attacked by one of those like houndy looking purpley beasts.
Yep.
And then like a picture of us 5 here talking to these two. And the last picture is going to be a picture of them 2 and a picture of us 5 and speech bubbles of both of us with words and then a big red X in the middle.
Incredible.
Yeah. So they're kind of like
Absolutely fantastic.
shocked watching you do this. Like, you know, like they're all like, "Oh wow." Mm-hmm. It's like, right, okay. I think they're trying to communicate. Yes.
I just look at him very like deadpan, like course.
They went to a mountain. Some sort of snake creature that looks quite terrifying, to be honest. That little one over there was punching it in the face. Flash of light, and they're here. They've come from somewhere else. You've come from somewhere else. Yes?
Always quick.
Yeah, I nod my head and tell everyone nod your heads.
Like Endo just
immediately.
nods. Yeah.
They've come from somewhere else. They can't understand us, and we can't understand them.
I like take a large bow.
Great. Either that or they're tripping on something. Has anybody seen those
Well.
mushrooms? Have they been at those mushrooms?
It is Tide.
No, I shake my head. No, not in many moons.
Right. So your friend here was hurt by one of those creatures, and you need assistance.
Yeah, that'll do. I nod.
Right. Okay.
Are there any plates on the tables?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a plate here on this table. There's a plate over here by where Turner was at.
Yeah, no,
Which plate we're on?
Yeah, no, just turns to Tide and goes,
What if we use the plates as an example?
I think they've got it, Endo. Thanks, but I think they've got it. Just about. They think we might be high, but for the most part, I think they know that we're not from here.
Oh, okay. What about this green thing?
They know you're hurt. I don't really want to show everybody your green belly. Might either scare them or there might be some bad guys here. So I was just thinking if we could get to a wizard or some kind of healer. Ooh! And I turn back to them and I minor illusion, an illusion of an old man with a long beard and an aging hat, or somebody in cleric garb praying. And I look at it and then look at them as if to say do you have any of these people?
As you're kind of doing that, this guy here that is stood in front of you is paying attention to what you're doing. But you would notice that Turner is kind of digging in a bag and then reaches in and is like, aha! This might help. And he pulls out what looks like an amulet and is kind of holding it up. And he's like, this, and he's pointing at it, will help you speak to us.
Sure. I hold out my hands.
And he kind of not for free. Do I look stupid to you?
I wish I could understand that.
I'm glad nobody else can understand that.
Oh God, Blazer just hit him. Yoink.
Yes, you do.
What will I pull out? I don't want to give him money. Maybe I will give him money. I pull out a customary 2 gold. That feels right.
He looks at the 2 gold that you've got in your hand and bursts out laughing, and so does the man in front of you. And after he's kind of gathered himself up, he's like, 600!
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring another minor illusion up. This is a much easier way to communicate. If only I'd have thought of this 20 minutes ago. And I'm just going to minor illusion in because I can only do 1 picture at a time, so it's just going to be do you know one of those flip books?
Yes.
A really crude flip book of him just putting the amulet on himself and then being able to talk to us.
He kind of yeah, okay. He kind of is fine, and puts on the amulet.
How about now, my dude?
He still can't understand. He comes forward and reaches out and touches Endo. Can you understand me now? And Endo, you can understand what he's saying. No one else can, but obviously you can as well, Tide. But Endo can now understand him as well.
Yes, I can hear your words.
Fantastic. So, you were attacked and now you're wounded and need assistance.
Well, we are apparently from a different plate of existence. And...
Plate of what?
A place. We come from a different place of existence. And...
He looks very confused. Tide, you can understand both of what's going on here as well.
Yeah. Endo, ask me if we can talk somewhere in private.
Oh, okay. My friend says, can we talk somewhere in private?
Are you going to kill me?
No! Why would Endo kill you? We need help.
We can all understand Endo, can't we?
You can understand Endo, yeah. Yep. This way.
That definitely catches my attention. I'll be like, we might.
And he kind of
Doesn't hurry up.
I love the fact that Blaze is just able to do that and nobody understands what he's saying.
Can I just go, oh, sorry, Endo, but and I try and take the guy's hand off Endo and put it on me.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Endo's not bothered.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. He's kind of wandered off for now though, because he told Endo to follow him. So he's gone down into this room here.
Yeah, and I would have.
So he's already let go of Endo.
Yeah, Endo would have told everyone to come this way.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
Are there any half-drunk drinks on the table?
Blaze is desperate. He's getting
There's
desperate.
probably a few
just
a
pick
couple
up
of
a lighter
ales.
and just take it with me.
Yep.
A half one and just take it with me.
It's like, this is just taking the mick down. Yeah, I need a drink. I love it.
So it's this
So,
guy
can I-
that's got the amulet on.
Oh, sorry. Right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I just want to go up to him, and I'm just gonna lift his arm up and like put his hand on top of my head. I guess I don't know how it works, and be like, okay, few questions. One, can you understand me now?
Yes, I can.
Two, where exactly are we?
You're in Bleatham. What do you mean? Oh, yes, you fell. Yeah, okay, yes. You've teleported or whatever. Yes, you're in Bleatham.
Bleatham?
Bleat, like a
Yeah,
sheep.
yeah. And like, what part of the world is that in? I've never heard of it.
Well, it's part of the great realm of Invoke.
That doesn't sound like it's on the Sword Coast.
The what?
What do you like call this? Like what is the realm in? Would you say, like, what is the wider sort of world called?
The wider. There is no wider world than Invoke. What?
Interesting. Okay, so like, this is like what pocket dimension, little weird planey part of the planes cut off from everything else. Like, what's the deal?
We're not cut off from the Bleatham is not cut off from Invoke. You just have to travel on the road. What? What do you want? What are you asking?
Well-
I've never heard of this Sword Coast or whatever you called it.
Yeah, I've never heard. Anybody heard of Bleatham? Invoke? Anybody? I was like saying to Tide and Endo and Blaze.
Endo just shakes his head no.
No,
Ask about Celestials.
Yeah, would you? Are you? This is. I don't mean to be rude. No judgment. Like, it's fine. Whatever is, whoever you are. But like, I'm a half elf. Endo's human. Seems like you've never seen anybody like my friends here. Are you? And I like squint a bit. Human?
Yes.
Like everybody here human, would you say?
Not everyone.
Other kinds of people too?
Occasionally some like yourself.
Okay. Any like celestials?
So less do you mean gods?
Well, I don't really understand it totally, but not quite, I don't think. I like turn to everybody else and I'm like, what are celestials? Anybody know?
they're like God adjacent, right? Right? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Like, not gods, but like not every human's a king, right? But some humans are kings, right? Or queens, or non-binary royals. Is it not like the same thing? Like, some celestials are gods and some are just like chilling.
Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm gonna turn back to him and just say that basically. Be like, yeah, no, we think they're sort of like, kind of like god adjacent. We think like maybe like some are gods and some are just like, everyday kind of people going about their business.
Endo just like gently nudges Gideon and just says,
Ask him if there's a wizard to take this dragon out of my tummy, please.
Right. mission questions, important questions.
Yes.
Healers, wizards, magic. Like, what's the kind of setup? Have you got like people who are like, oh, use magical means to diagnose and fix these problems? Because we could do with one of those, maybe.
Well, I mean, I can sell you a amulet of health if you want. That may help if you're injured.
You seem to be into amulets.
I'm into all sorts of things.
Fair enough. Do you know anything about things going into people, like spirits maybe going into people?
Oh Lord.
Phrasing, sorry.
Spirits, you say? If that's what you call it. Are you propositioning me because I'm a married man?
No, I'm not really into that. But no judgment, whatever people are into is fine. No, it's just that, like, my friend here, and I like Pat Endo, it seems like the thing that Tide said I was punching, was that? I can't remember that happening, Tide. But that thing that you saw, that, like, snake thing, yeah, kind of seems to be in my friend here now, and we're just a bit concerned.
The snake
So
thing
when she says
entered your friend.
When
It sounds kind of dirty when you put it like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's...
when Gideon said that, does Endo understand what Gideon is saying?
Yeah, you can understand Gideon.
All right. Well, when she says the snake thing went into me, like, Endo moves the book out of the way and opens his chest, but doesn't say anything, and he points to the green.
Right. So the snake thing mated with your Endo.
Oh Lord!
No,
laid an egg.
Oh God, I hope not.
No, not quite like that. I mean, it could have been like that, I guess.
No, it couldn't.
We don't
No,
really
it couldn't.
know what.
Roz, why did you roll a 2?
Yeah, we don't. No, I don't think it is like that, because there was like this big flash of like blinding white light, and then it seemed to like disappear. But then there was like a glowing thing in Endo, and
I see.
I guess the light could have been blinding us so that he could. No, I don't think that's what happened. I think it was like more likely to be magical.
Right. Right. And you need us to cut it out?
No, not cut. Not cut. Just
not cut.
No. Magically transfer, I think, is the method.
Someone else?
Possibly. There was just a little bit of problem in the kind of first wave of information that we received about this situation.
Endo's stood there picking his nose.
Just having to like fill in a few of the gaps as we go along.
Right. So you're wanting to get the egg out of...
Might not be an egg.
Might not be an egg. Out of your Endo and into...
Someone else's Endo.
Someone else's Endo.
Oh, God.
So, you're talking magical then?
Yeah, like, if we were at home, we would probably, like, maybe go into town, ask a cleric maybe to take a look, like, they would do something like that thing that clerics do where they, like, put their hands on you and then everything glows and you feel better. And we just wondered if you had, like, anything like that here, maybe, that could help.
Well, and he's kind of like umming and ahhing, and as he's doing that, the other gentleman who can understand his friend's side of the conversation kind of steps forward and he's like, if they need a wizard or some magic, perhaps I could help. give me the amulet. And you see that the guy's like, no. Oh, you would understand. He's going, nope. You've done this to me before. You let me lend the thing. I'll just borrow it for a while, and then I never get it back. And they're kind of like bickering amongst themselves until eventually this guy turns back to you and he's like, I'm going to give him that he knows something. I'm going to give him the amulet. But you keep an eye on him because he takes things sometimes.
Oh, everybody keep your eyes on this dude. He's a thief.
Question to the people in the room that can understand me. What if we all touched it at the same time and touched each other in a non-inappropriate way? Could
Really?
we have a group conversation?
Wish we thought of that 20 minutes ago, to quote Tide.
Tell me about it.
This is definitely Nameless, boys and girls.
So the guy cannot understand Blaze. So it's still Turnan's still got the amulet on at the moment, but he's kind of like looking quizzically because he doesn't understand what Blaze said.
I'm going to put a hand on Chernan and a hand on Gideon and be like, now, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm a tabaxi, tee hee hee. Can you hear me? Not a cat, by the way, not a cat.
What is your friend doing or saying?
No, don't work. No.
We were just wondering if we all like touched each other in a like consensual, appropriate way. If we would all be able to understand each other.
I understand.
But
it doesn't. It's a 1v1 thing. You can't. Otherwise, I would have suggested that.
Yeah, you probably would, wouldn't you? Because you know how it works.
Yes. He kind of like smiles and then takes it off and puts it on to the man next to him, who then kind of just holds his hand out.
I just like touch my finger to his hand.
He kind of like like looks a little bit quizzical and is like, you can hold my hand properly. I'm not going to steal your hand.
Well, steady on, I just met you.
It's just fine. I heard something about magic. You need magical assistance?
Oh, maybe you like a Healy magic person or like a hurty magic person?
I myself am not, but I know where you can find one. If you follow me to the lodges, then I just need to grab something from my cart and we'll be on our way. Don't worry, I'll bring it back, as he says, as like Turnan just like starts to speak. Ignore him. He's very just one time I lost a ring and I've never heard the end of it.
Oh, was it an important ring to do something cool?
Something about protection, or I don't know, but he gets very possessive over things. Well, if you're ready, you can follow me. You may need to keep in contact with me, or I won't be able to understand what you're saying.
Right. Where are we going exactly? Just, don't like to split up or be taken to a second location. Where are we going?
We're going to the lodges. I need to go to my cart. It's an area just outside of the walls. It's where all the merchants stay.
Okay. I'm going to tell everybody that I think we need to follow this guy. He said that he could take us to some magical person.
Right?
He kind of just starts walking. Like he's not, even though he said that he needed to maintain contact with you, he's kind of just expecting you to keep up with him. It would be quicker if you just held my hand.
I will see how the rest of the day goes, and I put my hand on his shoulder.
Fine. And he starts
It's
kind
just
of...
gonna walk
Endo
out and
talks
like,
to the-
anyone understand me? Anybody understand me? Does anybody understand me? Does anybody understand me?
Isla kind of sidles up next to you and she's like, for what it's worth, I understand you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Endo like
That's
gestures to
not
Isla.
what it's worth.
Let's go.
Wow. And he kind of heads off a little bit. Let me just... I'll need to move you onto a different map. Oh no. Oh, they're there.
Don't say that, Lynn. That's not good.
No, it was
Yeah,
okay.
please, no more Onos.
I lost the characters, like all the...
Oh god.
Yeah, I was like, my god, where is Nameless gone? But it's fine. It's fine.
It's really not fine. Endo's got some weird xenomorph inside him and he don't want it in there.
Okay. So he leads you outside of town and starts going towards what is a area that is... Hang on, I need to put all these on the right layer because I put them on the map layer. That has been kind of
His
cleared.
name?
Pardon?
What was this man's name?
He has not yet told you his name. No one asked his
Oh,
name.
okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I missed it.
No, you didn't miss it.
Cool.
So he leads you to what is like a area that's been cut away from the forest. Oh, dog. 1 second. And starts heading towards one of the wagons. And he's like, this way. If Gideon keeps in contact with him, then.
Yeah.
I think as we're walking up, I'm going to say to the other three, I'm going to say, if you stick close to me, I can translate what he's saying as he's saying it. So at least you can all like hear the whole convo, even if we can't really participate.
Fill me in later.
Buy a guy a drink first, Blaze.
Wow.
Oh lord.
Oh, Lord.
Isla will follow up. This guy is not right there. Endo, are you saying there?
Endo is indisposed at the moment. I will be right back.
Okay. I'm not sure how we got there either. As the guy is kind of like, he opens up the back of his car, kind of climbs in and is messing around inside. And steps back on it. It's like, so, you're after magic.
Well, healing, really. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be magical healing if you've got like a really good non-magical healer. I don't know what that's called in this world because clerics are doctors. But yeah, I mean, we just need somebody to sort out our friend, really.
And it's for the glowing egg that he was impregnated with.
Well, yes and no. That kind of explanation got away from us a little bit. It might not be an actual egg, but there is something that's glowing inside of him.
Right. Well, wait to find out where Endo is going to be, because obviously he needs to be able to see it if he's going to...
I'm here. Yeah, hold on. Let me just... There we go.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of like turns and looks and he's like, could I take a slightly closer look at the egg thing?
Yeah, Endo, he wants to see your glowy bit.
Oh, okay. And then he just like opens it up and moves the book out of the way. And then he actually says its name. He said, oh, this is the Salaxis.
Larynx.
This is the Solarix.
Yeah, it glows a little bit. And he's like, oh, that's very interesting. Can everybody except Blaze make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh god.
Oh God.
Oh, as if I've not had enough.
Oh, I rolled advantage again. My bad. Oh, they're both trash.
Oh crap.
Okay, so he's like, yes, that is very, very interesting. And Tide and Endo, you get suddenly, strangely, you get very, very sleepy and fall to the ground in a deep sleep, which you will remain in for the next hour. As he's like, looks like you've got some things that maybe I'll be a little bit interested in. And the thugs and stuff start making their way over.
Making my way.
Making your way
Making my way.
down. Can you all roll initiative, please, except Endo on Tide?
Hey, at least we get to sit this
Oh.
one out, Ross.
Come on. Can I? I'm going to use my my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
I can't get any worse than a nat 1.
In fact, I've just noticed the time, actually, and we'll have a quick 5-minute break to go to the toilet and things. Because I need to let the dog out. I just got so sidetracked with the weird innuendos.
Oh,
Oh god.
innuendo as well.
So, yeah, as he kind of was examining Endo, he dropped something to the ground that made Endo and Tide fall asleep. And now he has kind of a bit of a vicious smirk on his face as the kind of rough-looking guys behind him start to encircle the group. Isla is not going to mess around. She is going to get her sword out and attempt to attack him. She hits. She hits hard for him. He lets out like a ear-piercing screech as she makes contact with him. And he is very, very upset. Gideon.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna skirt around. I'm gonna skirt around him to there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna. As my bonus action, I'm gonna do my form of dread. So, same as always, I pull my hood up. As my face flickers, I'm going to say to him, "You're going to wish you hadn't done that." And then it disappears, and there's just the skull there as usual. And then I'm going to cross my arms across my chest and then throw my arms out, and I'm going to do Arms of Hadar. I'm going to do it.
Nice.
I'm going to do it at 2nd level. And all of them are going to be in the radius, but unfortunately, Endo and Isla are as well.
See, Endo don't care.
So they have to make a strength save. The DC's 15.
Okay. So.
Just a question, Lynn. Technically, I would be unaware, so am I to assume that I don't even need to make a strength check? Yeah.
So it's what? Sorry, the DC is 15. You said, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of those saves, one of them does not. I'm just going to mark the ones that didn't, just for my own. So that one didn't save. I have so many sheets. And he didn't save either. Okay. So is it half damage
Yeah. So if they failed the save, they take 12. If they made the save, it's half damage.
So 12. Oh my god, why is that not working? Minus 12. 12. This guy is screaming wildly now. And then it's 6 for them. Okay, I'm gonna just. Yep, is that everything?
And then they also all have to make a wisdom save, or they're all frightened of me.
Okay. And what's the DC for that?
It's 15. Wisdom 15.
Okay. Okay, so these two that look the same are frightened of you, and so is he.
So they've got disadvantage on attacks against me, and they can't come any closer.
Yep. Okay. Is that everything?
Oh no, sorry. It's not disadvantage against me. They've got disadvantage on ability and attack rolls against anybody whenever I'm visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're just got disadvantage.
Yeah, basically. Okay. I think technically Endo and Isla, if they took damage from that, also have to make a wisdom save or be afraid of me.
Oh yeah, Isla needs to make the save as well.
Thing is though, Endo, because he's
already
asleep for an
afraid of me.
hour, it won't matter.
Well, it will. Oh, so I.
No, I mean it'd run out.
So she just takes 6 damage from the spell.
So she takes 6 damage. Endo, you failed the save, so you will take the full damage, which was 12.
Yeah, I've already removed the damage,
now
but
awake, so you may roll initiative.
I'm awake. Oh. Wow, hell of a way to wake me up, Gideon. Cheers.
I did kind of hope that would happen.
Insane. Right, I'm awake.
And afraid.
And now afraid, technically, if I don't pass that.
Yeah, you'd have to do a wisdom save, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to do a wisdom save. That's my initiative. And wisdom save. Endo is wisdomous.
Yeah, you're not frightened of me.
Endo is smart. Endo knows that
Isla is frightened of me. Sorry. It's only till my
you and Isla's
yeah,
exactly.
It's only till the end of my next turn.
Yeah, so Isla's
it'll
absolutely terrified right now.
Sorry, she's gonna get disadvantage on.
It's alright. She's already been. Oh well, no, she's coming again. Right.
So Lynn, just a quick question. Sorry. So when I've woken up, what have I? From the point I've woken up, what have I heard and seen? Because obviously, up until that, I fainted essentially, and I don't know what's gone on. So
when you wake up, all you can see is that Gideon is kind of, I guess, stood part on the. Maybe she's on top of the cart, in her form of dread.
Right.
That's all you can see. The guy now is very injured.
Right. Yep.
That's next to you.
Yep.
Isla is also looking at Gideon very terrified, but you're not scared of her.
Right.
Is that everything, Gideon?
So it was it this one and these two that didn't make the save?
Yep.
So they don't get reactions if they didn't save against Arms of Hadar. So I'm just going to take the one opportunity attack from this dude and then try and run away.
Yep.
I'm going to go over there.
Okay.
Oh no, I used some movement. Hang on, I was there 5, 10.
OC, don't forget if you move out of range of Hadar's and they can't see you anymore.
No, it doesn't. It's done now. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, they'll still see me, so they'll still get the, like...
Right.
I'm just going to move away a little bit, so I'm not in the middle of them all.
So he makes his attack. He got a nat 1, so you're safe from that.
That's me.
Okay. Blaze.
Okay, so I would have heard the commotion start when Isla first attacked. So would have spun around, been watching. So would I be able to assess who are the ones that are violent towards us and who are just other people around, or would I like think that these people down here might still
So
be
everybody, as
hostile?
you're glancing around, everybody else aside from the people that are kind of over here that Gideon was attacking look terrified.
Okay, so I know that they're not hostile. Cool. Second question. I'm going to rage
Yep.
and go claws.
Okay.
But I would just like a ruling on claws.
Okay.
So let me pop it up. It's the part at the bottom for the once on each of your turns when you attack using your claws, you can make an additional attack. So I have 2 attacks per action. Would that
So that would give you.
mean I get 3 attacks before
Only
the
if it's a
end of-
claw attack.
before my bonus action, which I've used the bonus action already to rage. But say I still had a bonus action, would I get 3 attacks? So it'd be like first attack, second attack, and on one of my turns I get to use another attack. So I would get 3. Does that sound right?
Once on each of your turns, you can attack with a claw.
Yeah, because it says as part of the same
once-
action.
Yeah, so you get 3 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so say it was the next round, and so I've therefore haven't just raged, I've still got a bonus attack. As my bonus attack, would I still then be allowed to use the claw as another swipe to bring it up to like 4 swipes? Because it's not technically 2 weapon fighting, but my hand is then kind of a weapon now because it's got sharp edges.
I think technically,
I think 2. I don't.
You
think
have
it
to have
would come
the-
under the. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
the weapons
I'll
have to
remember
have
that for next
the
round. That's
light
fine.
property, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So, got that all covered. As I start running over, I just hear this roar as he's like running, go rah, and he throws out his hand, and his fingers just sort of get longer into big ass claws, and he runs up to this guy at the back, and then just starts slashing, just like slash, 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 and hits him with 3 slashes.
Yep.
Let me just check if I've got rage on. I do. There's a 19 hit.
It does indeed. Yes. Okay. So that is 8. Yep.
And then second one is a 20 hit.
Nice. Does indeed. Yep.
And final one, 24.
Nice.
So I just read out, it's like, "Wha, wha," just like all at his face, just going straight for his face, back, slash, slash, slash across his face.
Yeah, you have messed his face up quite significantly there. Anything else this turn?
No, because my bonus action was 2.
Rage. Yep.
I'll just roar in his face still.
Okay. Yep. Right. My turn. So, Berserkers, where are you? There you are. Okay. So this one is going to rush down here. Oh, it can't move closer to Gideon, can it? Is it that it can't move closer to you? Han.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I've
yes,
used
I
it
was on
before.
mute. Yeah, can't willingly move closer.
Closer to you. And when can it remake the save? Is it the end of its turn?
No, it can't. It's just frightened
can't,
until the
it's
end
just
of my
frightened.
next turn.
Until the end of your next turn. Okay, so
Yeah.
this one is gonna. So it's technically not closer to you, but then it's moving away to get. It's just gonna go down to there, so it can't actually hit anybody because it can't get any closer to anybody. This one, however, is going to hit at Blaze with its great axe with a 15 to hit.
It does.
Okay, why is it not auto rolling damage? That is so irritating.
But I'm raging, so.
So that is 6 damage, so halved to 3.
I laugh in his face.
That one can't get closer to Gideon, so can't do anything right now. This one is also going to attack please, because it's the only one that you can see. Ooh. 2 with it summoned. Okay. An 8 misses, I assume.
Yes,
9 misses.
it does.
And another 8 misses. Great.
It does.
Great. Relic is going to be still continuously just screaming very high pitched, and is going to disengage and run to there, and that is his go. Isla is going to. Isla's still scared of Gideon. She is going to fire her longbow. That's a miss. Endo.
Right, so I'm aware that someone's attacking Blaze. I'm aware that guy's screaming and ran away.
Yeah.
So
see them
as
kind
much as
congregating around.
as much as as much as it's confusing, I know that it is going down.
Yeah.
Right, but I would also know that this fella here has the amulet that does the speaky.
He has.
Can I get a DM's ruling? How much damage would Endo cause jumping off of this cart here onto his face?
None. But, well, I mean, it's not high off the ground at all.
Damn, I miss Audrey. Oh. Well, yeah, I'll just charge at him then. So, like, Endo just goes to here and then climbs up here and runs in the exact same position he does, and attempts to attack him.
Okay, as soon as you raise your, like, hands, I don't know whether you punch or slap or, I guess, do, like, a sumo slap. As soon as you raise it, it goes, stop! I'll tell you what you need to know. Don't harm me. I'll tell you what you need to know. But you can't understand what he's saying.
Well, if I can't understand what he's saying,
But he has
then
got
Endo...
he's got both hands up and he's cowering.
Oh, you evil! You're working on my alignment. How dare you? All right, yeah. Endo wouldn't know what he's saying, but if a person cowered and put their hands up like that, he wouldn't strike them. He just would not do it. So he'd turn and see that Blaze is surrounded and then just charge towards them and attack this one here.
Okay, which one, sorry?
The one that's not got yellow on it.
Okay, yep.
One that I mutilated.
I didn't know. He's gonna go again.
What's your max damage?
1d6 plus 8. 1d6 plus 6.
So 12. Yep, and then roll damage. Yep.
And then he's gonna grab him.
Okay, yeah, make a strength check. Okay, yeah, you've grabbed him.
And I think I get a bonus hit with that. I can't remember. Oh no, that's on my every other turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right, Lynn. Yeah, so I can use my other stuff and then I can hit him as well. I think that's right. Once per turn, you can deal an additional unarmed strike of damage to one creature you are grappling when you hit them with it. Yeah, so basically it'd be on my next turn. I hit him once and then I get another damage. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Gideon? Gideon?
You're on mute.
Sorry.
She's measuring.
Oh, it's my brain today after work. I'm gonna. I can't get close enough to him to touch the bastard.
I mean, you could dash, I guess.
Oh, I could, but then I couldn't do anything else. Like Misty Step and move, but then I've got no second level spells left. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run forward as far as I can, which I don't really want to end up standing next to one of them.
You're safe next to Endo.
A 7-day bomb, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Oh, I can't even like at least if you're hitting someone with a weapon, you can try and knock them out. I can't knock him out with an Eldritch Blast.
No.
I hate to
He
be
has-
a OC lawyer here, but you don't know that he tried to surrender either and
Yeah,
say
you
that he
do.
knows what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, does she?
You would be able to see that he is cowering. He cowered
Oh,
to
right.
Endo.
I do
And
apologise.
now, as soon as Endo kind of walked away, he didn't try and run. He just dropped to the floor and is like crying almost on the floor now.
All right. I do apologise, Lynn. Sorry.
I like the crying on the floor part.
Endo is very intimidating.
Oh god, I can't talk to him. I can't do anything. This is terrible. Oh, I'm gonna come towards him. I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to Misty Step. Right, I'm Misty Stepping to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, clap the hands, nope, disappear, reappears. Reappear there, and then I'm gonna I'll have to take the opportunity attack, but it will be at disadvantage because he's frightened of me.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't Misty Step 60 feet? Couldn't you have just Misty Stepped right here next to him?
No, it's 30.
Oh, right. Sorry.
13.
Misses.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna run up kind of next to him, grab onto him. I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder, grab his other hand, so that he hopefully can't get away, and be like, that wasn't a very nice thing to do. Are you gonna stop, or do we need to kill you?
I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what you need to know. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. Don't kill
Are you
me.
gonna call them? Are you gonna kill them off? Call them off as well.
I can't kill them. They're massive.
Before we kill him off.
Yeah. Sure. Yes. I will. Yes. Stop, lads. Stop. And they all kind of like questioning. Like this one is looking absolutely furious because he looks rough as hell. But they do put their kind of weapons, like lower their weapons.
Endo, don't release him. He's like, battle has commenced. He's wanting to kill him.
I've told them, don't kill me.
Okay, well, if
Call your
you
people
tell them,
off.
yeah, you tell them that if they make any moves, Endo is gonna squash them all.
Oh God.
Okay. Lads, just stay where you are, or their Endo is gonna squash you all. He looks a bit uncertain, but he's like, so don't do anything. Just put your weapons down. And they start kind of putting their weapons down to the ground, except the one that Endo is grappling, who cannot move.
Okay. I still look like...
Endo's got his big bicep and arm around the guy's throat, and he's literally just trying to squeeze until his head pops off.
I'm still in my form of dread, so I'm just gonna like lean forward, and my hood is gonna fall back a bit so he can like really see the like skull, basically.
Please don't! Please don't kill me! Don't kill me!
Why did you attack us?
I thought maybe you had some things that I could steal and sell. I'm sorry.
You just do that with anybody who comes to you asking for help. That's not very nice.
I'm not a very nice person. I'm sorry.
Do you really know somebody who can help us or not?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Vanasia can help you. Vanasia can help you.
Vanity.
Vanasia. Tell your men. Stop them attacking.
Yeah, I'll tell them. Where do we find Vanity?
I'm not that stupid. You're gonna pop his head off over there.
I haven't used my action yet, so I'm just gonna let some Eldritch Blast energy kind of start to slowly like engulf my hand.
Okay, you said you weren't gonna kill me. You said. I told them to put their weapons down. You said.
Well, lucky for you, I'm a bit nicer person than you turned out to be.
Can I hear that? Can I hear Gideon?
You can hear Gideon.
I'm not. So we're still with my claws. I just put my hand around his neck and start pushing the claws in a bit.
If you kill me, you'll never find him.
Well, what's to stop us taking the amulet from you and going and asking people where Vanasir is?
They don't know. He doesn't tell everybody where he lives.
Just maybe just relax, like just like a fraction, Blaze.
Okay. So I relax it a little bit, but then I'll like lift him up.
Love it. Keeping the intimidation going.
Can you wake our friend up without hurting them? I might
Yes.
gesture at Tide.
If
Well-
you put me down and stop hurting me and stop hurting my men,
Wake them up and we'll put you down.
this doesn't seem fair. Fine.
You're not really in control of the situation, are you?
Clearly not. But I need to be able to get over there.
Okay. Blaze, he says he's going to wake Tide up, so maybe put him down and give him a chance.
I lower him down just before I let him go. I squeeze his neck again and just puncture the skin a bit, and then let go.
Ow! Ouch! Ouch! That really hurt! I'm going, okay? I'm gonna wake him up.
I love how it took a wide berth of Endo.
Hey! Pussycat! Wake up! He kind of kneels down and like wafts something under Tide's nose as Tide regains consciousness.
Oh, hey, dude. Sorry. I think I must have fallen asleep there. Oh my god, what has happened? Guys? Oh, you look distraught. You all right?
I'm not okay. I'm quite injured actually.
Oh, I'll can I lick him and cast Cure Wounds?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have no first level spell slots. No, I'm not wasting a second. I'll just pat him and be like, "It's all right. What's happened? What?"
He attacked us. He did something that put you and Endo to sleep, and then
What?
all these jokers jumped out and started waving their weapons around.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Are you serious? I like snatch the amulet off him. He seems useless. Hey, we've got the amulet. Anything else we need? Or are we
Well,
good?
he
These guys all good?
says that he was going to take us to somebody who could help, and they're called Vanasir, but not everybody knows where they are. So he says that we still need him.
Oh, great. But we don't need to hear him speak, right? We can keep the amulet. He can just take us.
Feels right. That feels
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Appropriate, yeah.
Do we even trust him? I mean, he's betrayed us once already.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Definitely not. Oh, Endo, you can put that person down now.
Yeah, Endo's just in a. It's one of his problems. When battle has commenced, he's just like, yeah, the enemy has to be crushed. They have to be killed. They have to be destroyed. It's just he's unresponsive. He's just strangling this guy with his arm as tightly as he can.
Then we're going to stay in turn order. We're still in combat. Blaze.
Can I roll initiative if that's the case?
Yeah.
Dum-dee-dee-dum. Oh, I keep rolling advantage by accident.
None
sorry.
of them are frightened of me anymore because
Yeah.
that's past the end of my turn.
So Blaze, your turn.
Oof.
They have all put their weapons down, except for the guy,
Yeah.
so that Endo is attacking.
Endo probably would listen eventually. It's just he's just in a bit of a haze of adrenaline and anger.
Right, I'm going to walk over the cart and just stick beside this guy. Not do anything.
Yep.
Tower over and like menacingly glare at him.
Okay.
Just keep sort of flexing my forearms and my wrists and my fingers, just like, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of crumples to the ground and is just sobbing. Okay, the guys are gonna kind of step back away from Endo a little bit and be kind of just holding their hands up, waiting, like looking back at their leader who is just crying on the floor. Should we get the guards? They're kind of talking to their leader who is too busy sobbing to answer. Tide.
I think. What does Oh, Endo, you're still holding on to this man, yes?
Yes, he is.
Holding, yeah, very, 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 very tightly, in a death like grip.
I think I'm just gonna. I can't reach up that high. I'm gonna put a hand like on the middle of your back. Like, buddy, it's okay. You can let him go now. It's fine. They're not gonna hurt us. I think they've learned their lesson. And that's all.
Yeah, with it.
My turn.
Okay.
That would diffuse him, Lynn. So
Okay, so Endo's gonna let go of the person.
yeah, he would, like, upon feeling one of his friends touch him and just calm him down. Yeah, he would let go.
Okay. A little bit out of turn order as this guy kind of like crumples to the floor, and is kind of like crawling towards his friends.
Does he even know which direction his friends are in? I mean, he's got no blood in his head, and I think Blaze scratched his eyes out.
Yes, he knows what direction.
I'm just checking.
This guy is still crying. He's just on the floor crying now, but he can't understand what you say if you say anything to him because the amulet was taken away.
I'm just gonna go up to him and just sort of like awkwardly pat him on the back.
As soon as you touch him, he flinches and he's like,
I'm also going to touch him I'm going to touch him in a non-consensual but also non-sexual way,
good.
just so that I can communicate with him and say, right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to that little guard there, and you're going to tell him that this was your fault and you instigated this, and we are the innocent party, so that we don't have, blood on our hands or a mark on our back. And then you're going to take us to whoever it is that you were telling Gideon you were going to take us to. How's that sound? All right?
I don't want to take you. I'll give you directions.
Okay, but first we're going to go together to the guard, and you're going to explain that you were a silly little man who thought he could steal from some innocent bystanders, and then you can give us the directions. How does that sound?
I mean, I don't really have a choice, do I?
No, because otherwise my friend Gideon's here is going to get her little blasts out, and she's going to smash you to smithereens, isn't she? That wouldn't be good at all, would it?
I'm going. And he kind of like
Okay, I'll come with you.
staggers to his feet and starts making his way over to the guard.
Do I still have comprehend languages active, or is it more than an hour?
It's probably not been more than an hour now. You probably still do have it.
Great, I'll just listen out for any funny business.
Yeah, he kind of goes over and is like limping and crying, and it's like, so I've had to come over, and I've just got to tell you that and the guard just like puts her hand up. He's like, Relic, I'm not interested. I saw what happened. You were trying your usual, and this time you bit off more than you could chew. I don't care. Not interested. Go away. And he's like, I mean, it's just really hurt. It's like, and I'm not a healer. Not my problem. And it's like, kind of just like turns, like looks. The guard looks at Tide, kind of just nods, and then starts wandering away.
Right, I nod back, and then I come to Gideon. Was it you that was talking to old Curtains over there?
Yeah, he said he was he was going to take us to this person or whatever.
Right, here you go. I give her the amulet.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to march straight up to him and like slam my hand on his shoulder.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you're going to think twice before you try anything like that again.
Yeah, definitely. I've learnt my lesson now.
Yeah, look me in the eye. And I think my form of dread has probably faded now, but I've got the circlet on, so my eyes are just all black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look me in the eyes and promise that you're not going to try and do this to anybody else.
Okay. I'm not going to do this to anyone else.
Can I insight him?
Of course you can.
My big +0.
Yeah, seems like he's being honest.
Okay. So are you going to tell us where this person lives that we need to find?
Yeah. Vanasia is called. Vanasia. Have you got some paper or something?
Yeah, I can write it down.
No, I'm going to draw you a map.
Oh, okay. I start rummaging around in the bag of holding. No, actually, I'm going to go over to Endo. I'm going to flick to the end of that spell book, rip out a piece of paper, and then come back. And then be like, yeah, you can draw it on this.
Okay. So you're going south. So it's south from here, out of town, away from town. You're gonna take the briar path. Now it turns off towards the west. It's quite a windy one. Be careful. There's some thorns. They might prick you and it hurts. I'm okay. It's gonna take you about 2 days. And then you'll find his house. Just follow the briar path.
2 days?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, just be careful, because it's quite dangerous.
Just because of the thorns, or is there something else out there?
Well, there's like a river you could fall in and maybe drown. And that would be terrible, obviously.
Obviously. Anything like creatures? Anything?
Not that I've seen, but I mean, usually I'm in the car. I don't really see any of the danger. I stay in the car.
Oh, is it quick? Is it quicker when you've got a cart?
If you had a horse to pull it, yeah.
Right. What's your cart doing for the next couple of days.
It's staying here, and I don't think my guys are going to pull it like they do with me. I don't think they'd be able to. No offense to your endo.
No, that's fair. He can be a bit problematic on transport.
Savage.
So there's nothing else out there that you need to warn us about before we go?
No, just be careful of the thorns and don't fall in the river.
Okay. I just giving him the eye, like trying to work out if that is everything that he's going to tell us.
He's just kind of occasionally like flicking his eyes up to look at yours and then looking away again while he's sobbing.
Right, well, thank you for the information.
Yeah, no problem, I guess.
I'm going to let go of him. I'm going to take the map and then turn around to everybody else and be like, apparently this is where we've got to go, south out of town, follow the briar path. Apparently there's some like really dangerous thorns or something and a river that we might fall in. I'm not entirely sure that he's told us everything, but at least we know where we need to go.
Yeah. I mean, sounds like as good a plan as any. At least we've got a direction, right?
Yep. And we'll just hold on to the amulet. And not that I know what conversations happened earlier, but we'll just assume that he'll get in trouble for not giving it back to his friend.
Yeah, probably serves him right anyway, right?
Yeah, but we'll just say we don't know what he's talking about if we run into him again. We haven't seen the amulet. We left it with him.
But that's stealing, Blaze.
The dude tried to rob us, big man.
Not the other person in the tavern.
True.
And that's his thingy?
We could bring it back after and just say that we borrowed it off curtains.
Okay.
2 days gives us 5 days to still sort stuff out, right? So bags of time before we get to Plan S.
Wait, does this mean that we're going somewhere to take the green thing out of Endo?
Yes,
Hope so.
hopefully.
Oh, good.
We also probably need to ask someone at some point. Hopefully, this Venacia will also be able to tell us how to get off this plate.
Yeah, good show.
Oh, I think it has something to do with the green thing that's inside me. Some cosmiciness. That's right, I think.
Do you have more information, Endo, that you maybe haven't passed on?
I think so. I think possibly the green dragony thing can help us get home.
Well, that's... So we kind of do want to complete this job in 7 days, then. We've got an extra motivator.
I definitely know that Endo cannot get home if he doesn't get this out in 7 days, because Endo won't be around.
We're not going to get to 7 days, but it's fine. It's fine. We got this.
What do you mean we're not going to get to 7 days tied?
Because we'll sort it.
Oh.
We'll sort it, and then it won't be an issue. We won't need to get to 7 days' time, because then it'll be like...
Oh.
I don't know, how long do sumos live?
Not very long.
Oh, well, hopefully longer than 7 days' time. We can change the countdown, right?
Okay.
To the briar path?
I guess so.
Okay.
Well,
Well, that is where we will call it for today.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.